choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success, brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange. Still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
Presenting Regato Ranch, located within the Cashion School District and offering homebuyers the experience of small town charm with the modern world of shopping, dining, and healthcare just minutes away. Situated east of Highway 74, Regato Ranch boasts 1-acre home sites with privacy and ample space to retire or raise a family.
To build your next home from the ground up or to inquire about new properties currently for sale, contact Brandon or Shannon Cotter with Iron Creek Homes and C7 Realty.
Come find your forever home at Regato Ranch.
And go Wildcats!
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have...
Welcome to Cashion Wildcat Football. Playoff time, first round, live from snowy, blustery, cold, numbing Rick Gandy Field in Ringling, Oklahoma. I'm Neiman Bobby, Chris Gibson, sitting up here in the nest on the visitor side, up high here at Rick Gandy Field. We appreciate you guys joining us here as the Cashion Wildcats in first round playoff journey, taking on the #1 Ringling Blue Devils. Chris, we've done this before many times. This is our 4th year. It doesn't ever get easier or more fun when it becomes November and playoff time, but I'm proud that we're here. I'm glad that we're here. It is first round playoff time.
Hey, it could be worse. I mean, we could not have a roof on our head. I mean, I don't know how good a tin box is, like that's 30 foot in the air, but we do have at least a roof.
We do.
But,
we do.
Hey, it's football, and we get to play it in November in the first round of playoffs.
We do.
So I'm fired up. Let's go.
You know, all that Halloween candy that I've been eating and cheeseburgers, they're paying off these last couple of months. I got a little more insulation in me. I'm going to need every bit of it. It's absolutely frozen. Well, the Wildcats, we're here. It wasn't a pretty way to get here, but we're here, and you know what?
How did you come? Did you come through the most backwoods
I did.
Oklahoma road
I saw, Google Maps somehow gave me the most fuel efficient. I didn't care about burning fuel. I wanted fastest, and it sent me through some back roads, some smaller towns I'd never heard of here in southwestern Oklahoma. Some state highways, but we live off 74F, and so we're kind of used to some of those county state highways.
And Leighton Robbie said when you roll up into Ringling, it is like a time warp back to the late 80s football.
Yep.
And that's what they got their little covering awning over there, and got the tables out. Everybody's eating hot dogs and burgers, and I mean they eat, breathe. I was 15 miles away, and know what I saw? Friday Night Lights. Maybe
right,
you can see them on the hill.
Coming over the hill.
Yep.
I knew how far I had to go. I totally agree. Wonderful facility here in Ringling. On the home side, it's they even have like indoor donor seating over there. It's beautiful. Very clean, great. They got a brand new track out here. So again, we're grateful to have electricity and coverage or have some level of protection from the elements. We have a little bit of that.
But this back here, this is not a glass. This is...
it's coming straight through. And we know there's a lot of you guys watching at home because it's not an easy trek as Chris offered up.
Yeah, we have a total of 3 people in the stands as of right now, but we got time before the game starts.
They're probably sitting in the car, and there's some folks over here and left. But, hey, we appreciate it. It's playoff time. Wildcats are pumped up. I saw them earlier. They're all kind of... they're in the pink locker room for the visitors, but they're ready to go. Good attitude, and again, the Wildcats coming off that tough loss to Crescent, 28-21. Wildcats had plenty of chances to win that game. Chance Acord hooking up. It was Max Brown again, 150 yards receiving and a touchdown. It was, I guess, the second half was the story again for the Wildcats coming out. I don't know if it's because we're thin, don't have enough guys. Coming out of the second half, it's been tough this season. We saw it earlier in the year in a few situations. Wildcats had the lead.
I'll sum it up.
Let's hear it.
Like this. So I wasn't here last week. Seth Brown did a great job stepping in. We appreciate him jumping in.
Absolutely.
My wife and I had a trip planned for Thursday. Game got moved. We went ahead and went.
Yep.
But I watched. I was watching Wildcat TV as much as I could, and then I jumped on and watched it later in the week. The Crescent game. Just let me chime in on the Crescent game. It took Crescent playing probably the best game of their life. There was
this isn't sour grapes.
I am proud of them. I hope they continue to play like that, because if they do, they could go a long way. But it took 2 catches and 2 throws in that game.
One on 4th down.
Yeah, and the other on third and
long.
mile to get over the Wildcats. And the Wildcats didn't have their best game by any means. And for the Crescent Wildcats to pull that off, congrats.
Congrats.
You earned the number 1 spot. You get the easier game in the first round.
At home.
But I'm just telling you, the Cashion Wildcats were right there. Some tough calls, some great plays by Crescent. And if 1 or 2 little bitty things would have happened in that game, that would have leaned the Cashion. I mean, it takes the kid. How does this happen? A great kickoff by Christensen goes and dies at the 10-yard line, 5 foot away from the out of bounds, and the kid has enough gall to stay out of bounds, reach over and touch it to move it out to the 35. I mean, little bitty things like that are huge. That went against the Wildcats. I mean, that was a great play. That was the right call. It's just that doesn't ever happen. It happens happened one time in the NFL, and I've seen it happen one time in the NFL, and the guy did it. I'm sure that kid watched that replay or that and kind of learned from that. But give it up to the kid for doing that. But that was my takeaway: is give it up to Crescent. They played probably the best game that they could have. Cashion didn't play their best game. Crescent made the plays when they had to, and they got over the Cashion Wildcats.
Yeah, you're right. Yard-wise, it was pretty even. There was a couple of costly turnovers. I know there was a tough one late at the end of the game. It was kind of a heave to Brown in the end zone, kind of desperation. But, again, to your point, I give credit to the Crescent Tigers as they move on. And, they've taken their lumps as a younger team the last few years. But the Wildcats find themselves here. Familiar foe, not familiar situation, as the Wildcats will be taking on the Ringling Blue Devils. Typically, we usually wait for these types of games for a state title game at Watland Stadium, but the road to Watland will start in Ringling for the Wildcats. And you know what? It's a situation where anything can happen. Wildcats can and have put together 4 good quarters and have come away with some good victories this season. It's going to take every bit of that again to get past number 1 Ringling Blue Devils here at Rick Gandy Field. So if we take a look, Chris, I got your phone out. I know we've got about 20 minutes. I guess we can keep going if you'd like.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
I got to keep talking, or I might freeze to death up here.
I'm telling you guys, it is.
Chris Carroll said y'all look cold. He better be on his way, get cold with us. And Tishner sent a picture.
Yeah, don't even. Don't even of a fireplace.
No, he's on the highway.
Okay.
And it's like standstill traffic, and I don't know if he's on his way. He better be. If he's
okay,
in
well,
the
he's
car.
got snow. He's got
snow wherever he's at. So we appreciate you all jumping on and listening. Chris Cochran texted me a while ago, said we were a little bit low on volume. I got it turned up now, so we should be good to go. But no, you want to jump in and start talking about?
Well, we can. I mean, the Blue Devils 10-0 on the season. They've kind of railroaded all their opponents. I can't even see it here. We've got no light, but again, they've basically allowed. This defense is not as good as prior defenses, which have allowed 8 shutouts in the season, and you're lucky if you get 7 on them. They've had a few teams. They're averaging giving up right around between 12 and 15. They're still scoring a ton of points. They're mixing it up this year. Coach Kuhn's got them going. Mixing up 2-3 wide to go along with that smash mouth football. But they're 10-0. They've earned every bit of it. I mean, to go undefeated, we've talked about it at Cashion, is not easy. they've done it. They've done it in a district where maybe it's been down a little bit over the last few years, but I
think they're getting better. In the last few years, you're right. There have been some bad teams that come out of this district, but Wynnewood's not a bad team this year.
Stratford's okay.
Yep. You got some teams that that would compete in a lot of the districts going forward.
Yep.
And that's one thing that we've always said about Ring. Well, they haven't ever played anybody. It don't matter who they play. They're going to be ready to roll.
Well, you know what you're going to get with them. Coach Kuhn coaches to basically have no remorse for your own personal body and pain. They play hard. They hit hard. Go ahead.
Coach Hardaway sent me something and said, there's a bunch of people that always say there's too many teams that make the crowd. Well, 8 4 seeds won over 1 seeds last night alone. This was a couple years ago saying, hey, you're in the playoff game for a reason.
Right.
And there's always a chance to win.
Absolutely.
So it happens.
Absolutely. We saw it with the Wildcats. Injuries can take its toll as well. And so the situation is, you're exactly right. Anything can happen, and that's why we play the games. And, when you got someone like Coach Shack and Coach Wood in the bunch, they've schemed and they're ready to go. And these kids are winners. Take a look at the senior class. We honored and acknowledged them last week at senior night. 8 seniors, 7 of which have basically grown up their entire life here in Cashion, have won way more games than they lost.
No doubt.
And certainly from a situation here, they're going to be coming in to lay it out on the. And you come out and win this game, everything opens up for the Wildcats in terms of the road to Watland.
And I've said it, after last week, you don't want to lose and have to come down here, but I think the best time to play this team is right here off the get.
Yeah.
They play in a district that's not as good as some, and if you could come out here and hit them in the mouth and kind of surprise them, because the way that Ringling really gets good throughout the year is they make it through their regular season. They win who they have to play against, and then they get better every single week throughout the playoffs. Come in here, get them on the very first game of the playoffs, and see if you can surprise them. We don't have the teams we've had in the past, but we still got, like you said, kids that have been here, coaches that have been here, know what to do, know how to win, and that just have the culture to know what to do when they get to the playoffs. And I'm excited. If you could pick a team to play first round, let's go. Let's get them.
Totally agree. So, again, Ringling 10-0 coming in. Coach Coons and the bunch doing well. Again, keeping that train moving here down in southwest Oklahoma. They've got some key players, obviously, with a run game. We'll talk about the weather here in a second, as it's on the computer it says 69 and clear. That's San Diego, not Ringling, Oklahoma. I think it's probably close to freezing, right around 32.
Whenever I pulled in, it said 38, and it was ice bouncing off my windshield.
And with the wind right now, it doesn't feel like 38.
No.
But there's a lot of guys. Obviously, Ringling's offense runs through their quarterback. I know you highlighted their quarterback.
Yep. The key players that I had, we're not doing any stuff.
No graphics tonight.
No graphics. We are like legit stacked up on a box right here working. But my key players are senior Carson Daniel, quarterback. He's been there. This is 3rd year there. You'll see him. He'll do a lot of bootlegs. Whenever it is a pass and play, they'll do a lot of bootlegs, get him out there on the edge, get him moving. You'll see running backs kind of sneak out of the backfield. He'll hit them. And then you said it, they'll spread you out this year. In the past, they would never go out from underneath the center. They'll drop him back into some shotgun sometimes with spread, two wide on each side. And he can heave it. He's got an arm, and he can make guys miss, and then he can pull it down and run it too. Yep. And then you got number 11, Caden Barron. He's running back and safety. This kid is just if you think of Ringling football, this is what you think of. Just a kid that will smash you in the mouth.
Yep.
He'll run you over. He won't run around you. He'll run you over. But at the same time, he's got the speed. And if he gets out in the open, he can go for a touchdown real fast.
Prototypical Johnson brother, Braden Johnson in the bunch. Wildcat saw the middle brother a couple years ago in 2019. He was Men Among Boys out there. He was Caden Harrell's twin, it looked like. and then last year we saw Braden Johnson, the 6'3" linebacker, who was just an absolute stud. He and Nick are best friends at OBU. They're buddies. They're next door neighbors, suite mates. They Braden comes over and has dinner on brother night over at Alex's house. So again, in that mold, and we talked about that here. Coach Coons got that. He has that. Those kids have that mentality. And you're right. Of all the tough kids on the team, there's usually one that stands out, and definitely Caden Barron. He's that guy for them this year, number 11. So keep a lookout for him. We've got about 13 minutes. So Chris, let's before we break down keys for the game for the Wildcats. If we take a look, this is not great weather, right? So it's not wet. It's not wet, right? Even though we have it's a light sprinkling of snow and sleet. It's not wet, but there is a pretty stiff breeze coming out of the north right into our face across the field. What does that do here for the Wildcats who have been limited in the run game? Do we, from your perspective, as you think about the keys to the game, what does that look like?
As I was driving in, I kind of drove by the side that the Cashion Wildcats were warming up on. I was walking in, I was watching as much as I could. We were kind of scrambling to set stuff up. But they were throwing the ball, looked crisp. Guys were catching the ball. They were, one of the best warm-ups I saw and seen all year long.
I'll take it.
And I think Cashion Wildcats are going to say, this is what we do, and we're going to, with the wind, we're going to power through it. Acor's got a great arm.
Yep.
He can hum it, and, it's going to be a little bit of a hindrance, some of those deep balls. But I think his best pass play is just a catch and sling it on a diamond, and it's going to hopefully make him. A lot of times when you have weather like this, it ultra focuses him in a little bit more, and hopefully he's going to step into those throws a little better and deliver great passes down the field to his wide receivers.
I love it. Coach Coons, they're going to run that 4-3 at us. They're going to man up on the edges and. A little bit different than what we may see. What they may try to do what Crescent did, and that was triple team Seth Brown. But from Max Brown.
Here's what I see them doing on defense. Coach Coons, we had two of the best receivers in the state last year. You know what they did? They manned up. They just went man on them. I have a feeling they're going to go man on these guys too, just like they did last year. Because Coach Coons, that's how he does it. He's going to say our guys are better than yours. And let's see if we can stop them. If we get a couple of them deep, you may see a safety come over the top. But I have a feeling he's just going to try to man up and try to stop you and bring the pressure and really get to the quarterback and see if he can do anything with somebody in his face all night.
I think you're right, partner. We've got the Blue Devils band out here and the flag group. Looks like we're going to have the national anthem here. We'll have that. We'll hang tight here as we'll switch it over to we'll leave it here.
Well, he's working on getting the camera back up.
Aaron. What?
It probably wouldn't be good for us to be. Are we the volume down? Yeah. It probably wouldn't be best for us to be in there anyway. It doesn't look like there's anywhere else. Where's our coaches? Where's our coaches going to be at? Is it down already? We didn't have time to charge it. So if you wanna come up here and plug it in for a little bit, you can. Which battery is it? The battery for the extra battery for the camera. And I don't even know where the. I got this plugged in out here. Okay, perfect.
All right, God bless America, the greatest country, the entire galaxy. So blessed to be living here in beautiful Oklahoma and celebrating this fantastic weather in southwest Oklahoma and Ringling. I'm Neiman Bobby, Chris Gibson. Super proud to be bringing you guys first-round playoffs, Class A football 2022 as your Cashion Wildcats taking on the Ringling Blue Devils live from Rick Gandy Field. It's snowing.
You see it right there. You see what we're dealing with, and it's not wet.
No,
it's not wet at all, but it is not snow, and it doesn't really feel like. See, it's kind of a weird precipitation going on here tonight.
All right, captains coming out. The Wildcats in their maroon helmets, road white tops, maroon pants, looking sharp. Seth Gilbert, all senior Seth Gilbert, Camden Maroney, Preston Cotter, Jackson Vandruff, I apologize, Max Brown. I handed the plug to you guys earlier. Hopefully you can find it. It's in that bag. There it is. That's it. You got it. All right. So Blue Devils in their traditional blue helmets, blue tops, white pants, little gold trim, gold and white lettering. We've seen this look before a lot as the Wildcats taking on the Blue Devils the last two times in the 2019 state championship game in Watland, as well as the 2021 last year as the Wildcats went back-to-back. It is a party up here in the little nest, and we'll all just get maybe the closeness will help us all.
Hey, when we were in Hinton, we were all huddled up, and it turned out all right, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did. So we'll let Chris get in here tight to do his production. I'll figure out what we got going on as we got our spotters up here. Lessons with Lane ready to go. Look, you looking good. You're ready to hit the deer stand.
You got your battery-powered jacket on? Hey, Lane, do you have your battery-powered jacket?
Oh, yeah. It's on medium.
Lane Broadbent has a DeWalt powered jacket, and I think he's smoking. He's got smoke coming out of his ears or something.
All right, so captains for the Ringling Blue Devils, Caden Daniel. We talked about him, Carson Daniel, Caden Barron, number 63, DJ Lewis. And looks like the Wildcats do lose the toss. Blue Devils defer. I guess the Wildcats did. Did the Wildcats win?
No,
they deferred. That's right. So Wildcats will receive the ball. So no matter what, Coach Shack was going to take it anyway. So it is what it is. I'm missing my pen. We're just going to have to wing it, brother. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep track where we're at, what's going on in the game, but who cares, right? Let's go. Playoff football. We all have to adapt and get after it. So with that, Wildcats will be receiving. Again, it's looks like the snow has stopped maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
All right. So
it's probably going to be on and off. And you know what? Neem and I were talking before the game is, we were out warming up, and Ringling, that was the first time we've seen a Ringling football player was when the captains came out. I kind of thought that was their MO for championship football games, but I think that is just how they operate. They do not come out, warm up at all. You will not see them until about 2 seconds before kickoff, and the team is still not even out of the locker room. The captains went back to the locker room, and the Cashion Wildcats are about to take the field, though.
Chris, are we going to try to do instant replay today? Should we just pass?
I will try if you can get it pulled up there. Okay. Big plays, I might try to take my glove off and freeze my fingers. And
All right, we'll get it going. Well, we appreciate you guys joining us. We appreciate our fantastic sponsors, a lot of our great football sponsors here, as well as our Squirtle sponsors for this year. Again, big thanks to Bingo City, K&N Outdoors, Superior Construction Management, Waslow Family, Naphtha Mud, Todd Miller Design, Platinum on the gold side, Floor Tech, Bees Roofing, Travis and Rhonda Lovehalls family, and on the silver side, the Wilson family, Footprint Lending, Legacy Insurance, JCS Cochran Memorial Golf Tournament, One Oak, Jeremy and Christina Branson, Restoration One, Scott and Julie Moore, Sean and Sarah Brown, Tobin and Bobby Gump, and Zach and Clayton Lloyd family. Thank you for making this a possibility. We've got Gage Beddick looking at me like, yeah, just go ahead and take it, baby. Rock and roll. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on, little space, but we love it.
If you hear us crash and burn, it means the deer stand we were in fell to the ground.
Oh, don't you be saying stuff. We might be able to catch it on film. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, nonetheless, Wildcats ready to go, and I lost my scoreboard here. Let's see if I can get it back up and running again. If you're at home and you're on Squirtle, keep track for us. We'll take all the help we can get. As again, the Wildcats out to receive. The Ringling Blue Devils have taken the field, and partner, let's have a good one. Anybody in short sleeves? Anybody showing naked skin?
Let's see. Yep, Camden Maroney, OT's out there with
Iron
short
Man.
sleeves.
Love it. Is that Jackson Vandroff? Okay, so again, Jackson Vandroff, the leading tackler on the season. He's not close to that 100 that he had last year, but definitely pacing the way with around, I believe, 65 or so tackles. Almost 100 yards tackles for loss on the season for him. It's been an amazing season for the senior, and definitely he may not be done playing football. So after this season's over with, let's go ahead and get the scoreboard up and running. And there we go. Goodness gracious, it's coming in. So,
yeah, this wind is, I bet it's blowing, 30 straight in our face, and it is a little bit chilly, but them boys look warmed up out there, ready to roll, and it's playoff football.
We've all done this. Once the pads start popping, you don't think about it.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody asked this week they asked Christina in my office, what do you think the boys will do if it's cold? And I said when I played if it wasn't negative 5 degrees outside, it didn't matter. The kickoff started and it didn't matter. And she said exactly that. She said those boys, once they start out to get out there hitting pads together, it's not going to phase them much.
Yeah. All right, kicking off for the Blue Devils. Have a little hold there. We got a stiff breeze. Number 11. Again, Caden Barron, the senior, will be kicking off deep for the Wildcats. Will be Seth Gilbert and Max Brown. They've been doing it all season. Playoff time here is about to start. And we've got a kickoff here from Gandy Field, high end over end. Seth Gilbert coming up will catch around the 20. He's got an outside lane. He's trying to break one tackle, gets to the 30, cuts back in. Eventually brought down right around. The Wildcats will take over. First down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and right there, you can tell the Ringling Blue Devils are trying to come out, set the tone. That guys are out there trying to block, and I've seen a couple of them just get completely blindsided. They weren't even going for the tackle, and just takes the guys out. So Cashion Wildcats get up here, get physical, and be ready to bring it to them here in this first drive.
All right, Wildcats come in a little bunch formation. Max Brown by himself here on the short hash. In the backfield is Timmy Jones next to Chance Acord, the junior. Snap back to pass, looking for Brown. Double move. He's going to come up. He's pressured. And they'll get back to, it'll be a sack, look like behind the line of scrimmage. Give credit to number 22, Hunter Stevens, outside linebacker, and number 14 for the Ringling Blue Devils. That is it's DN Cash Rose.
Yeah, and they are just manning up. They do have some deep safeties here, and they're just bringing pressure up front, kind of blitzing everybody to get pressure onto Chance Acord.
One safety deep is Barron. Back to pass is
right there.
Acord. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to try to elude one. Doesn't get past the other, and he's hit right around the line of scrimmage. So I'll bring up third down and long for the Wildcats.
Yeah, at some point, Chance is just going to have to take a shot down the field, pull it, step into a throw, and see if one of our Cashion Wildcat receivers can make a play.
Well, here, you're looking at Max Brown, about 6'1", going up against number 2, the cornerback there. That's Davier Carr. Davier's giving up about a foot to Max. Let's see if this might be the look. Empty backfield here for Acord in the bunch. Back to pass. Acord looking back to Max's side, looking to go deep. Comes back across, in and out of the hands of Cooper Frazee right at the sticks. It goes incomplete, and that'll bring up fourth down. So the Wildcats 3 and out here on their first possession.
Yeah, and just those first 2 downs, when you don't get any yards on first and second down, it kind of really limits the playbook on third down. The Ringling Blue Devils were just able to just drop guys back into coverage and not really have any kind of opening for a chance to hit somebody. Cooper did break open there just at the very end, but the pass was just a little bit high there.
Gilbert back to punt. High snap. It's going to be end over end, low to Barron. He's going to catch right on the line drive. Loose ball! Wildcats have a chance. Did he get it back? Yes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I do not know how he had that back in his hand. The ball came flying out there right as the first contact was
like Timmy
made.
Jones on that hit there.
Yeah, and the ball just kind of floated around and right back into his hands, and he was able to get it before the Cashion Wildcats were able to. I think he got it before he even hit the ground.
He did. Good work by Timmy on the hit there. He was trying to hold him back. Wasn't able to get it. So it'll be 1st and 10. Great field position starting for the Blue Devils. And that max bunch formation, I guess, here. Power look here. 2 fullback set. Barron in the backfield. Pistol formation behind Daniel. 1st and 10 from the 46 in motion is Carr. Handoff to Barron. He's going to go out to the outside. Plays get stretched out. Max Brown with the contact. That'll be a short gain. Good work there by the defense stretching that one out.
Yeah, and you saw, I mean, if you watched any film on them, that's their bread and butter right there. Just get out there, get some blocking to the edge, and try to get Barron around that edge and go downhill. And that time the Cashion Wildcats did a good job of just stretching it out to the sideline. And the kid still gained 3 yards, but if he'd have made the edge, it would have been a lot more. Yeah. So great job by Max there and the boys to really push him out to that sideline.
2nd and 7, clock running, 10:03 here, first quarter. Wildcats in a 5-man front. Double wing set here. Shotgun handoff to Carr. He's going to try to get that outside. He does. Met there by number 24. Is that Timmy Jones?
Yep.
That was Timmy Jones out there on the tackle. So
there was Wildcats that kind of broke through there that could have, maybe disrupted that play before it really got started, but weren't able to get to that runner. And those are the kind of plays that the Cashion Wildcats are going to have to make at some point in these drives to slow down the Blue Devils.
So 3rd and short here, definitely 4 down Terry. 3rd and 2, 9:41. Same formation here as the fullbacks come up in that wing back. In motion is Carr. Keeper is quarterback. He comes up and he gets across the line of scrimmage and into the 1st down territory right around the 42 of Cashion.
Yeah, and these plays, they're not getting the big chunk yardage that some teams do, but that's their game plan. Yep. They want to get the 3, the 4, the 5 yards every single play, and then they'll sneak one in on you and try to go deep every once in a while, but they're not going to pass it unless they really have to.
Daniel handoff inside. Tommy Branson with the initial contact. Good tackle there by the junior Preston Cotter with a little bit of a help as Barron gets about 1 or 2 on that, so they'll bring up 2nd and long. And this is what the Cashion Wildcats need. They need big stops on 1st down.
Yeah, big stops on 1st down. That time Tommy Branson just was just a big boy's hitting right there, and Barron just got it and was just trying to push behind his blocker. Cashion Wildcats did a good job of just making pile there.
Barron behind Daniel. Pistol actually moved to the left now. Motion is Carr again. We've seen this. Handoff back to the right side. Come up in the hole. Gilbert, first man there, just misses. Give credit to the running back, number 11, Caden Barron. He gets about 2 more. It'll bring out 3rd down and about 5 or 6, long 6.
And I think what you're going to see here is I talked about Carson Daniel going out on a bootleg. See if he doesn't bootleg to that wide side of the field, roll over to his left side where he can turn and really get his body turned around and find the receivers down the field. And actually they're going to go out into the double wide.
So 2 by 2, empty set here for Daniel. And they're going to call, looks like it'll be the Wildcats who call timeout, as Coach Wood didn't like his formation. And again, that'll be the Wildcats' first timeout here with 8:06. 0-0 here, first quarter. I don't know if you want to go to timeout or switch camera views. It's up to you. I don't care. I'm just trying to not be frozen to death up here in the perch. But again, give credit to the Wildcats. This may be a very quick game. In essence, we talked about run game. We've already used up about 4 minutes already here. Chris, what do you think about Coach Wood and the defense thus far?
So far, I think the defense has been physical. They've come up, made good tackles, but you're going to have to do that the entire game, and that's the thing. The Cashion Wildcats have lived off of that the last few years of just have a run game that, you might stop them that first quarter, but by the end of the game, they will wear you down. So the Cashion Wildcats are going to have to stay this tough the entire game and get big stops on 1st and 2nd down to make them have to throw the ball. And then when he throws it, just watching some of the film that they've had, there's opportunities to come away from with some interceptions, and that was one of my keys to the game on defense was you're going to have to create a turnover on defense at some point in this game to keep the Cashion Wildcats in it. And in the pass game, maybe the place to do it.
All right, so it looks like 11 personnel here, at least one tight end. Empty backfield here for Daniel. Back to pass. Pressure's on. Jackson Vandra with the tip. Almost picked off there.
There was a flag on the field down here. I don't know if somebody got
did not be offside.
in the neutral zone.
What a horrible break there. That would have been 4th down. Let's see what happens. It's the punt team's coming out, so let's see maybe a legal procedure. Oh, I have sideline warning. Guess what? That should be a start and a given. So the Wildcats with a sideline warning. If the rain is wet, the Wildcats will have a sideline warning. So that's a big stop for the Wildcats. They did give up a first down, but get them on the second series, and so it'll be punt time. No one back for the Wildcats. No one believing this one as Barron back to punt. He'll get that one. He'll kick it away. Right angle, it'll hit the 20 and roll, and it'll go out of bounds right around the 15. So consider that a victory for the Wildcats, who basically gave the Ringling Blue Devils a start right around the 46, give up 1 first down, but get the punt and back out on offense.
Yeah, like I said, they came out tough on defense, and you said it on that second first down, second set of downs. That first down play held them to only maybe a yard, and that kind of set up the rest of that drive. You're going to have that from the Cashion Wildcat defense going forward. Now on offense, let's get a plus yardage play on first down because it goes the same way for us.
Wildcats with Max Higdon, the sophomore, at tight end, will go 4 wide. Trips up top. Max Brown, or actually Cooper Frazee by himself now. Acord with a high snap is going to go deep to Cooper Frazee. Goes pushed out of bounds. It's like he tries to get back in. Good coverage there by number 2.
What the call was last week against the Cashion Wildcats and the Crescent when the kid runs out of bounds and they call a flag? I mean, was that the same kind of play right there? I didn't understand what that was, and I never really got an explanation. But when a kid runs out of bounds like that, it's hard to throw to him because if they come back in and touch it, it's going to be negated anyway with the penalty.
If he's pushed out, it's one thing, and I think that's what they were asking for. The referee did not throw his hat down, so it was pushed out by the defender. Bunch formation, Acord to Rollers right. Keep it, son.
Let's go.
Keep running.
Let's go.
Keep running. Gets up the field to 20, out of bounds to 25, and that's exactly what needs to happen as Acord gets a huge second down run. I'll bring up 3rd and manageable here with 7:44 on the clock.
Yeah, I think Acord is a good scrambler, and he does a good job of if he has to throw it on the run, he can pull up and throw it. So I think if we can see Chance on the move tonight, and whenever he has yardage in front of him with the wind blowing, pull it down and get what you can get, unless you have just a wide open receiver you can pull up and hit.
They said we get the offsides. We did not. Almost gets it there. 3rd and 1 here. Clock 7:44. 9 on the play clock. Acord will take it. He'll give it to Frazee. And he's going to move forward across the line. Big run there by Frazee. Give credit to Preston Cotter, Jackson Vandruff pushing the line, and that's a huge first down for the Wildcats.
We had somebody come in there behind him and just push him over that first down marker. And the rule is you can push them, you just can't pull them. Yeah. So get behind him and push him as much as you can.
Double tight end set here for the Wildcats. Acord empty backfield.
Inside receiver right here. Hit the inside receiver, Max. With an inside.
I think this is going to be an out. This will be an out for Max Brown as he's in the slot.
They're going to bring some pressure.
And they've got number 11 Barron on him. He's going to go to the out. They're going to go up top. Open is Gilbert getting held. Where's the penalty? As he literally was dragging the cornerback with him. That was number 8. Will Inselman was hanging on to Gilbert's jersey. No call. That's unfortunate. It was a good ball.
A good ball there. If he would have been able to run free, he probably would have ran right underneath that and went for a touchdown. But it was kind of getting drugged backwards there. And
of all the calls all the calls called on the Wildcats this year, that was a no-brainer. That clock to stops the clock. 7:06. 2nd and 10. Empty backfield again. Double tight end set. Acord back to pass. Looking back to his left. Coming back to the out. Frazee one-hand grab. Takes a big lick. Makes the catch. That'll be a gain of about 4 or 5. So good concentration as Caden Barron was headhunting, and Cooper Frazee with the catch.
Yeah, Cooper right there. Great job just concentrating on the ball. Brings it in and takes a big shot. Jumps up and says, let's go 3rd down. So a big 3rd down play right here. Want to be able to get this first down to keep this drive alive, not just give the ball right back to the Ringling Blue Devils.
6:36 running clock, 3rd and 6 here. Blue Devils showing blitz, little 6-man look here for the Blue Devils. 8 guys in the box. Empty backfield here. Acord looking to get the shotgun to look over. 5 seconds on the play clock. Press coverage here. Back to pass. Looking to Brown. He's going to throw it up. Back to Brown on the hitch with the catch. Another big first down for the Wildcats. Chance Acord finding his man, Max Brown.
Yeah, great job by Max right there with his route, just pushing that defensive back off the ball. The defensive back turns those shoulders, and Max breaks down right there, right past the sticks, and then Chance Acord with a strike to Max to pick up the first down on that long third down play.
The Wildcats move it all the way to the 38. Still on the Wildcat side. This drive started at the 15. Couple first downs here for the Wildcats. Clock running 5:55. And we've got a big old mess here. I'm not sure what happened. And we'll have a false start for the Wildcats. First penalty. So that's going to be a big negative play here for the Wildcats. They've been away from that on this drive thus far. And that's been 1st and 15.
That was weird. It was almost like somebody either clapped their hands or something, thought the play started because half the line went. Yep. The other half stayed.
Little bunch formation as we've got a H-back and Jones, or Higdon, looking to go to Brown up top, singled out, aced up. Keep running, Max. Keep running, son. Yeah, he stopped, slowed up.
You're good, Max. You're good.
Good ball there, and just missed, and the wind is blowing. That's a tough play there as the wind is blowing across the field.
But if they keep that matchup up right there, Max is going to get one. That kid is, like you said, a foot shorter than Max, and Max can leave him in the. You saw him there; he had separation. Max kind of slowed up. I don't know if he saw that ball up in the wind and thought it was going to die, but it kept going. Max will learn from that, and we'll have. I hope we go back to that play sooner than later.
Frazee in motion, back jet sweep, back to pass, a little screen to Jones coming back across, gets it to the original line. Is that Timmy Jones 24? Yeah, it's Timmy Jones, a sophomore, linebacker for the Wildcats, in at running back and H-back as well.
His first catch or touch.
And we have a flag, so we might have defensive holding. We've got sideline warning on the Blue Devils, so both teams have gotten a warning. Next one on either team will be a penalty. So 5-yard pickup on the screen to Jones. And that'll bring up 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 10, right around the 38-yard line, right back to the original line of scrimmage.
They're going to drop a lot of kids back in coverage here. It's going to have to be, if it's going to be a pass, it's going to have to be a threaded needle to get a first down here.
So empty backfield, trips up top. Acord looking for the fake screen, the tunnel, hitch and go across the middle. Big catch off the hands of Max Brown, and that's going to be an interception. It's number 21, Will Davis, who usually plays middle linebacker, back in safety, and he'll get the tip pass, and that's the first turnover of the game, and it'll be a Ringling ball right around the 45.
And Chance, I don't know if he just didn't see him initially, but he was wide open there for a first down, and by the time he saw him, he kind of left it up high, and by the time Max got to the ball and went up for it, the Ringling Blue Devils had somebody coming on him fast and hit him in the air and tipped it up, and was an interception for the Blue Devils.
So second possession here, 5:11, first quarter. Devils with the ball right around their own 45. Will hand off inside to Barron. He's going to move. He's going to get a couple yards. That deep pistol look, he's running about 6 yards even before he gets to the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up 1 or 2, and I'll bring up 2nd and long here with about 5 minutes first quarter.
Yeah, I told you he's a good, tough runner, and he'll put his head down. It don't take much of a crease there for him, and he's going to pick up a few yards. You know, we talked about Nick Nabavi last year. He was automatic 4 or 5 yards. That kid, you watch film on him, and that's about the same thing for him. You get the ball, if there's any kind of space, he's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. Even if there's not, he's going to push enough to get a couple yards.
Back to pass is Daniel. He's going to boot. He's got his man. That one falls short. Intended receiver is number 2. That's Davier Carr. Good pressure there by the Wildcats, and Daniel has to chunk that one into the dirt.
Yeah, I like it right there. I mean, I watched a lot of film, and they had guys running wide open every time he did a bootleg. So the Cashion defense, Coach Wood has dialed it up, and there was nobody really open there. He had to throw that ball away. Or Jackson Vandruff, I think maybe that was Jackson coming in on him hot, or maybe Preston. They look a lot alike out there when the play's going.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, 4:35 on the clock, 2-by-2 here, empty backfield, tight end, double tight end set for Daniel and the bunch. Back to pass is Daniel, pressure from the outside edge, coming up. Matthew Stockton with the first hand, blocking the back. Are they going to call it? They will. This one's coming back. I'm sorry, Ringling, but Camden Maroney, who's coming in, heat-seeking missile, gets knocked in the back, or he would have been sucking up there and swallowing up Daniel for the loss, but that one will step back. That play will be right around the 50, so mark it off and it'll be 3rd and long for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, no doubt. And that was another good job by the defensive backs there to really man up and not let anybody be running wide open. And Daniels had to pull that down. And as he pulled it down and started coming across the line of scrimmage, there was a block in the back there on Cameron Maroney. And that is going to back it up, and it will be about 3rd and 15 going into this player.
Yeah, so give credit to Daniel, outside pressure. He steps up in the pocket. Matthew Stockton slows him down, wasn't able to wrap him up. But give credit to Camden Maroney, middle linebacker, coming up. So again, 2x2, 2 tight end set. Wildcats with that wide outside edge pressure. Going up top, ball's in the air. Cooper Frazee, great coverage. That one goes out of bounds, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and long, and good job by Cooper Frazee right there. Be running step for step. Carson Daniel kind of floated that one up there, and he's been able to float those up there and make some big completions this year. But the wind hasn't been blowing like it quite was tonight, and that time he floated a little too much, and it was, I think that landed 10 yards out of bounds.
All right, so back to punt for the Blue Devils is number 11, Caden Barron. We've called his name quite a bit. We're going to continue. Back is Seth Gilbert right around the 26. Spiraling, high spiral. Go get it. He'll let it bounce, and that'll roll all the way down to the 21. Well, the Wildcats will have their 3rd possession here already in the first quarter. So with 4:11, Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, good job again. Like I said, defense is just going to have to keep being tough, come out there, make stops on 1st down, and that's exactly what happened on that drive. Nothing going for the Blue Devils. They had to drop back and try to pass, and then when they have to do that and get out of their rhythm, it doesn't spell good for the Blue Devils. And if we could get up a touchdown on the Blue Devils, have sustain a drive here, tighten them up a little bit, maybe have to make them pass a little more than they want to, that'll work in the hands of the Cashion Wildcats.
Jet sweep toss out to Max Brown, running before he caught it. In pursuit was number 52 for the Blue Devils, Peyton Waldy. But that definitely was one where Max just took his eyes off, was turning upfield, and just basically dropped it.
Yeah, Max just took his eyes off at just the last second there. And those are the kinds that you can maybe catch, go to the outside there, maybe get a few yards. 52 was bearing down on him. But, man, you want to see what happens when he catches that going out there in some space with the speed he has.
Mesh formation here for the Wildcats, inside 2x2 look. Timmy Jones in motion, out taking the cornerback with him. Chance Acord, empty backfield, 2nd and 10. 4:07, we'll have a delay of game here, and another tough penalty here for the Wildcats, so it'll be 2nd and 15.
That's Jake Branson. Jake's playing?
Yeah, I know.
Jake's playing, yeah.
Okay.
I think Jake, whenever he had that concussion in Hinton, they had to cut his jersey off, and so 25 is what he gets playing in tonight.
All right, so Wildcats back up, 2nd penalty of the night. They've got 2 for 10 yards. This is a tough one here. Acord back to pass, looking across the middle, out to Gilbert with the catch. Great job, and that's going to be very close to a 1st down, right around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be about 3 yards short, it looks like, of the 1st down, but for 2nd and long, that was a great throw and great route there. That time they just utilized the big wide open side of the field and was able to get a big play. But right here you have Max Brown just singled up on this little bitty defensive back. I want to see him go deep right here on him.
Acord will go ahead and keep it, try to get the 1st down. He does, puts his shoulder down. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Acord showing that toughness, and that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. And they're moving with 3:28 here in the first quarter.
Yeah, I like it. And you see a 1st down right here. And if they keep this same defensive line with nobody over the top of Max here, let's see if we don't get a deep play. Well, we're going to change up the offense here a little bit. But let's see if Coach Shackelford doesn't start using that wide side of the field to make some plays.
I'm telling you, they're going to attack number 8 there, that cornerback, Will Inselman here with Max Brown. No safety over the top. Actually going to move him in motion here. Let's see if they go out to the edge. They got the out. They're going to go over the top. Cooper Frazee, keep running, son. A little miscommunication there. Acord thought he was going to continue running out straight, and that one will fall incomplete, and they'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I think Chance, the way he's acting, he thought Cooper was going to kind of cut it straight up the field. Cooper was keeping it a little more flat than what he thought he was going to.
It would have been open.
And it would have been wide open if he'd have cut it. So chalk that one up and see if we don't come back to it later in the game.
And, Chance had time on that play, too, as well. He wasn't rushed, so a good job there by the offensive line. So 2nd and 10, 3:02, 15 on the play clock. Wildcats will come back out here with 12 or 11 personnel. Max Higdon at the H-back, Timmy Jones in the backfield to the right of Acord. Acord back to pass, looking for the tunnel. Up top, Gilbert one-on-one. Oh, right off his fingertips. Great ball, great opportunity. Just, again, another ball that's floated out. And that'll fall incomplete as Gilbert had a chance, and they'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Those right there, you almost want to see him do a back shoulder, maybe leave it a little short there where he has to come back to it, and that defensive back's going to run right into the receiver, and it'd be a interference or a good catch. But you want to see him lead him out there. He did a good job. He just floated it a little bit and got to the sideline, and he wasn't able to bring it in.
Big 3rd and 10. Acord looking across the out, coming back to Gilbert, tips off his face mask. We had 2 guys in the area. I'm not sure if Cooper Frazee was the intended, and you just saw the arm strength of Chance Acord as he literally knocked Gilbert down on a 20-yard toss, and so the incompletion will bring up 4th and 10, and the Wildcats are going to have to punt.
And that right there, Gilbert, if he would have made that catch, that would have been a massive catch, but it was tipped right into his face mask, and it was like just took him out. Man, you want to see us really be able to put a drive together. Maybe we can flip the field here, get a good bounce.
We do get a good bounce. Barron will get it. He'll cut back to his left, gets past Bandra. Give him credit. Higdon out there on the edge, breaks it, makes another miss, and gets it all the way into Cashion territory. So the Ringling Blue Devils, 3rd possession. They've had amazing field position. This one is now in Cashion territory, right around the 44-yard line.
Yeah, this is I guess this is their best field position. Was their first possession. It was on their side of the field starting, but man, Cashion defense, like you said, Ringling's had some good field position, just hadn't been able to move the ball. Let's see if we can step up once again right here in this first quarter and be able to stop them on 1st down and be able to kind of control what happens later on in these downs.
Daniel handed off the car on the jet sweep, coming off. No hold call, doesn't need it. As Preston Cotter has 6 guys hanging on him, he says, "Get off me," and gets the tackle, and that'll be 2nd down and long.
Is it really? And I don't know if it is getting colder by the second or if it's just me or what, but
no,
man,
it's freezing.
It is bad, but these boys are playing tough right now, and that's exactly what you got to do. Just keep flying to the football right there and fighting for everything you got because you know this playoff game, do or die.
10%.
Double wing look again, pistol formation as Barron's behind Daniel. In motion is Carl. Let's see if they go back to that left side. They do. Hand it off. Breaks a couple tackles there. Dagan Lloyd, the defensive lineman with the initial tackle. Nice gain there by Barron. Tough run. And now bring a 3rd and manageable, about 3rd and 5 here for the Blue Devils, right around the Cashion 39.
Yeah, that time they just kind of wanted to go up the middle there. Cashion Wildcats are doing a good job of really not letting him get too much space. But, man, when you've got a head of steam like he's got there, any kind of space, he's going to be able to get some yardage. You're going to have to, right here on 3rd down, get a good stop. You stop them here, and they've saw it earlier in the game that they'll punt on 4th down.
In motion now, jet sweep out the outside. Hand off to Barron off the edge. Coming up with the Wildcats. Gilbert had the first chance, breaks the tackle. Barron still on his feet. And that'll be a big 1st down into the red zone into the Wildcat side of the field.
Yeah, and that time Preston Cotter's back there saying, where's the hold out there? That time they got the edge, and that's what they're going to that's what Ringling does. They play defense, they run the ball. And that time he was able to get to that edge. We had a missed tackle there. We had people there. You got to make the tackles or they're going to have big plays. And, man, right there, we'd have got that tackle right there and not had a missed tackle. Been 4th down, they'd been punting it back to the Wildcats.
So with 56 seconds here in the first quarter, Blue Devils right around the 20-yard line of the Wildcats. Daniel will keep it. He'll go upside the middle. Doesn't break any tackles there. Tommy Branson along with Jake Branson. Branson brothers, B&B, making action. And a short gain there brings up 2nd and long for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Jake and Tommy both came up and put a lick on the quarterback on that keeper. Designed just try to sneak one right up the middle, and that wasn't happening tonight for the Blue Devils. Good job by the defense on that first down play to limit them to less than a yard.
Pistol formation, Barron behind Daniel. Laying it off to Barron. He's got a hole. A healthy gain there. It's going to get across the 14-yard line.
About 4 yards, it looks like to me. Well, maybe 6, but into the quarter.
So that's the end of one. Wildcat 0, Blue Devils 0. We'll go to timeout. Be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
The answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Welcome back, Cashion Wildcat TV from blustery, cold Rick Candy Field in Ringling, Oklahoma. It's Neiman Abavi, Chris Gibson bringing it to tonight's first-round playoff action live from Ringling, Oklahoma as the Wildcats and the Blue Devils squaring off. It's usually in a state title game. This time it's in the first round, and we've got a 0-0 game as we start the second quarter. Wildcats had their chances. They've moved the ball, just can't get it deep into Ringling territory. The Blue Devils have been favored on, in essence, wonderful field position. This time a big run sets them up. 3rd and 4, right around the 14-yard line. Blue Devils looking to score here. High snap into Barron. He's going to squeeze through. And that'll go right down. It'll be a big first down. It'll be 1st and goal right around the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and that time they found a crease, and man, he's coming downhill hard. And Cashion Wildcats did stop him from getting the end zone. I thought he was going to kind of run in there, skate in there without being touched, but he was brought down. So Cashion Wildcats need to stiffen up right here. Those boys up front just make piles and see if we can knock that ball out. You get to the ball carrier, knock that ball out. If anything else, maybe get a turnover here on the goal line.
It looks like it's a wedge here for the quarterback. Are they going to call it?
Yeah, they did.
They did. So touchdown Blue Devils. So basically a 40-yard drive. Blue Devils on their 3rd possession, able to get it in this time, and so they take the lead 6-0. Little swinging gate here for the Blue Devils. Let's see if they'll go for 2 or kick it. Most likely, I don't think I ever saw an extra point by the Blue Devils.
A lot of times they'll hike it to Caden Barron, number 11, instead of the quarterback, and he'll kind of roll over and either run it in or flop it over to the one of the receivers.
Wildcats bringing Maroney up into the gap. They'll scoot over. It's Daniel. We'll have a flag, so that's going to be a big penalty. Let's see if they can stay in the swinging gate. I don't know if we'll have false start, so that's the correct call as Barron was set and moved in motion. Moved forward, so that one will move it back 5. So that'll be right around the 7-yard line. Let's see what Coach Coons does here. Big extra point. Thank you.
I bet that's been up the whole time. All right,
so same look, swinging formation. Daniel, and then we'll have another flag as Barron will also have a hold. You know, I'd like to have that hold during the actual play, not the extra point. But we'll take it. The Wildcats will decline, and so it'll be 6-0 here as the Wildcats find themselves down here early second quarter.
Yeah, good job right there. I mean, even though they got backed up there, you want to hold them and not let them get that extra point, because in a night where the wind is blowing like this, and the defenses have been playing well on both sides of the football, those extra points can be the difference in the ball game.
Heck yeah, we saw that. We've seen that several times this year, and so thinking about that Christian Heritage game. I got a phone call coming.
Sirius XM's calling.
Oh, I definitely don't need them. Thank you, guys. Whoever's running the Squirtle online, appreciate you. I don't have the fingers or the wherewithal or the ability to run my phone. So thank you for updating that. Second quarter, 6-0 here as the Ringling Blue Devils. We couldn't even give you a graphic for the Blue Devils. It's so cold up here. But give credit to the Wildcats. I mean, again, I think it's a situation where you'd like to pin the Blue Devils deep and have to make them convert first down after first down.
The big play on that one was that, we had them third and long.
We did.
They get the edge over there. We miss a tackle, and they go for about 15, 20
yards.
And that's the difference in that drive right there between a punt and the Cashion Wildcats having the ball back in their hand and a touchdown.
The Wildcats deep is Gilbert, who had that first kickoff, got about about 10 yards on that return. Max Brown as well. They're sitting right around the 15. Back to kick is do-it-all, Caden Barron. I don't know if Ringling has a basketball or baseball team, but I bet he plays basketball and baseball for him too. He's got some serious hair game as well. Big boots, that's going to go to Max Brown. He'll catch that on the 20. He's got right side blocking set up. If he can get to the outside, he's going to have a chance. Got a double wedge coming through, spin move. We're going to have a flag way after the play. The the referee is going to throw this one.
Yeah, Max was already turning the corner and going, and the flag comes flying in. So I'm guessing it's going to be a hold on the Cashion Wildcats.
So another penalty, a tough one. The Wildcats, it is a hold. The Wildcats would have had their best starting field position of the game. That will be negated, so it'll start back from the 30. That will go back to the 20-yard line most likely. We appreciate our officials. We didn't offer it up, but hey, guess who took his test, his basketball officiating test? Alex Nabavi. Yeah, and I'm going to take my test as well. I'm tired of watching people that should be sitting at home making apple pies out there struggling in the fourth game of a junior high game. God bless them. I love you all out there, but it's tough watching someone who's a great granddad out there officiating basketball.
But that's the thing. We've got to get these younger kids
up and going.
Out there officiating and don't sit around. I love it.
Yep.
Don't sit around and
burn some calories.
Acord
back to pass, double move, steps up the pocket. You got run with it, son. He gets the outside corner, keeps his feet. And he'll step out of bounds. Tough play as he runs and basically tightrope down there on the sideline and bumps out. I wish he just pulled the trigger and just run.
I think what he was trying to do was get that kid up in the air and then get by him. But right there in this situation, just tuck it, run, and go, because the last thing you want to do is turn it over this deep in your side of the field. So protect that football, tuck and go, and get as much as you can. And but still, a good gain on first down.
Give credit to Peyton Waldy there with the pressure on Acord. Back to pass. Acord looking to his right. He's going to come across. Gilbert with a catch and a first down. Great job. Gilbert's third catch of the night. Fantastic. And the Wildcats with another first down.
Yeah, great job right there by Gilbert, knowing where that first down stick is and getting there, coming open, and turning his head around there and making a great catch from a great throw from Chance Acord.
All right, so Acord hooking up there with Gilbert. Wildcats first down, right around the 32, 11:04 running clock. Wildcats will go, looks like they've got Max Higdon, sophomore in at H-back, Timmy Jones in at running back for the Wildcats. Welcome back, Jake Branson, love seeing him as well. Gilbert aced out here by himself on the short side of the field. Back to his left, Acord on the slant. Brown is the intended receiver. He catches, makes the catch. A little bit extra business there by number 11, Caden Barron. Good tackle. And that'll be a gain of about 2 or 3 here for Max Brown, and I'll take it.
Yeah, about 3, I think, on that. And, definitely get Max there with a chance to make somebody miss and go make a big play. 11 comes up. He's just a great athlete. Yep. He's a sure tackler, and you saw it right there. But, at some point, maybe keep giving Max that ball. He's going to make a big play happen.
Acord with the handoff to Jones. Cut back. Nice little move there by the sophomore. A little push forward there by Jackson Vandruff. Gets a little extra love and picks up a couple here. It'll be third and manageable Hey, good job there by the sophomore. A little cutback there to get a couple yards.
No doubt. We haven't seen him run much, but Chad Tishner and I were talking about him, and he's like, that's his position. That's where he's played a lot, growing up. And you saw it there. You had a guy coming off the edge, and he cut right off of him and got about 3 yards on the play.
3rd and 4. Acord looking to his right. The comeback to Gilbert with the catch right at the sticks. Let's see what happens. It's going to be a tough mark. Wow.
You gotta give the ball to him where he catches it.
Yeah.
That was.
And they moved him back even more.
Yeah. He caught the ball right at the line to gain and was drove back and maybe that. We have a bad angle here, but man, it looked like he had the line to gain on the catch.
So 4th and short. Acord will keep it. He's got Jones lead blocking for him, and that'll be enough for a first down as Caden Barron basically grabs Chance Acord's helmet, drags him forward for another yard. And so with 9:15 here in the second quarter, Wildcats moving another first down, getting close to midfield. Thank you.
Yeah, great job right there by the Cashion Wildcats up front just to make a hole there, and Chance just bringing it down and going to get that first down.
Jones in the backfield with Acord. He'll look to pass, a little pump and go. Brown open on the sideline, going up. It's out of bounds.
Right here, we had a double move by Seth Gilbert. Had the defensive back completely jumped on the break. Seth turns around to take off down the field and just gets hammered and wasn't able to break loose, but no call. That's the exact same thing that happened last week against Crescent. They called a pass interference. I guess it should have been a holding, whatever. But, man, you want those things to – at some point that's got to come around, and we've got to get a few of those calls to be able to keep this drive alive.
8:46, 7 seconds on the play clock. Acord back in shotgun. He'll go back to pass, looking to his left. Pumps, gets to the outside.
Right there.
He's going to let it go. He's got Max Brown, no late hit call. Everybody's asking for it as Chance Acord gets shoved out of bounds out for the pass. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Tough no call there as Shackelford's letting the white hat know about it. We all saw it. Tough situation here on the cold night.
Well, and the thing is, the reason that we're keep saying this is the exact same calls we've seen called against us all year long.
Yeah.
So just be consistent on the calls, and we'll be fine.
Yep.
Here we go, 3rd and long. That's what it is right now. So now step up and make a play here and get a first down.
Double tight end set, max protect for Acord. He's going to step up in the pocket. It's going to come across. He's got Gilbert.
Dude, caught.
So that one is caught. Great job, Gilbert's, I believe, 5th catch of the night. Duck Dynasty with the call there on the sideline into Ringling territory, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks like the Wildcats will be punting. So give credit to the Blue Devils as Wildcats start. And here's the deal. This is where field position finally we can maybe start to flip it. Wildcats get it to midfield. Instead of the Devils getting it over at midfield, we're going to have to actually march maybe 70, 80 yards. Gilbert with end over end, goodness gracious, and that'll go to bounds at the 35. So I jinxed us there on that commentary, but with 8:28, Wildcats find themselves down 6-0. The Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10.
Thing is, last time that we had a pretty good pump, had them backed up, but it was a big return.
Yeah.
So that time that negates the return.
Yeah.
But this is probably the worst field position the Ringling Blue Devils have had so far this game.
All night.
So the Cashion Wildcats need to come up here, get a big stop, get the ball back in their hand, maybe with a little better field position, and have a chance to go score.
You started
a big turnover right here.
Absolutely. I'll take it. So 1st and 10, 8:28 on the clock here, second quarter. Under center now is Carson Daniel.
What's the handoff to the fullback?
He's going to keep it back to pass out in the flats. He's got a couple receivers up top. Intended receiver is number 10. That is, don't have a name for him yet, but well over his head. I tell you what, they're either ginormous Conan Barbarians, or they're absolutely those smaller Spud Webb type athletic guys out here. It's kind of the mix out here for the Blue Devils, and so with that, I'm a short guy, I can say it. So, but nonetheless. That one falls incomplete, a little bit over the head of the intended receiver for the Blue Devils. That brings up 2nd down and 10. Kind of a weird call there on 1st down. You think they'd
I don't know
get
if
it right
back. Trying to catch you on one there, but it didn't work for him.
Under center again. He's going to keep it back to pass. Coming back out for the out, up top, out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver, number 14, Cash Rose. Great job there in coverage by Gilbert and Brown, and that's third down and long.
Yeah, I just can't believe that he's even trying to throw the ball. They went up to score, and their MO is get the ball and run it. They have 8 minutes left before halftime. They get the ball after halftime. Why are they not running the football and just trying to run the clock down and control the clock? That's what they do. So they're kind of getting outside of their parameters of what their game plan is.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
I would definitely take it.
I'll take it.
Because the Cashion Wildcat defensive backs have played great so far in this game.
3rd and 10, 8:17 on the clock, 3 on the play clock. Back to pass. Daniel is going to look to his right. He's going to go to the out. Catch is made. Brown in coverage. Give credit. Great job there by number 20, Caleb Taylor. And you saw the arm strength there of Carson Daniel on a rope, and that's a huge first down.
Yeah, no doubt. He didn't have any kind of pressure in his face, and he was able to just sit back there, survey the field, and then step into a throw. The receiver kind of made one guy miss, got a few extra yards. Picked up the first down for the Blue Devils.
So right at midfield, the Blue Devils will have a 1st and 10. Clock running, 7:55, second quarter action. Wildcats trying to get the stop here and get the ball back. Under center again this time is Daniel. He's thrown the last few times out of this formation. Let's see if he hands it off. He does. Coming out the left side. Big hole. Barron breaks loose. Fumble the ball. Catches it. Still on his feet. To the sideline. Out of bounds. And a big pickup there. And the Wildcats again, unfortunate. As the ball is bumped loose out of Barron's hands, he's able to catch it mid-run.
Yeah, that kid, I mean, that's the second time tonight that he has lost the ball in the middle of his run and is able to get it back in his hands. You're playing for fire when you keep doing that. That happens much more. And
he also had the fumble on the punt, too, as well.
Yeah, it'll come out at some point. But, man, he kept it in his hands and had a big gain there. You got to be able to come up, make tackles. And what you want to see if you're sitting at home when he gets under that under the center, watch those linemen. If they release down the field, it's coming. It's going to be a run. If they kind of stand up and pass block, it's going to be him rolling out and try to find somebody in the flats.
1st and goal from the 10 inside give to the fullback. No go. Big tackle there. Good job by the D-line. Matthew Stockton and
I think that was Lloyd.
Zach Lloyd, or Dagan Lloyd out there with the tackle. Nice work there by the right side of the D-line. So no gain. I'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 10. Clock running, 7:23. Appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. Playoff edition here, round 1, Class A football. And it's not snowing, but it might as well because it's absolutely freezing out here right now. And Wildcats trying to hang on here. Love to get a turnover here, partner.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've said it this whole game, and I like I said, that was one of my keys was to get it. You're going to have to get a turnover in this game to win it. And this would be a great time for it.
Handoff inside to Barron. He's going to actually the keeper, but Daniel is going to try to throw it. He's going to hit the angle. On the break was Max Brown. He had the best chance at that one, and that one will fall incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 here for the Wildcats.
Yeah,
or for
great
the Blue
job
Devils.
by Max. We've seen Max do that a couple of times this year where he makes a better break on the ball than the receiver. And like you said, he was in the best position, closest one on the field to that football, just wasn't able to bring it in. But, man, like you said, we've got to keep on them here, get them in a 4th and long, where they're going to have to try to go to a pass play and then be able to get some pressure on Daniels and stop him.
Daniels' best throw is when he's been in the pocket, his one completion. Everything else while he's been rolling, he's thrown short.
It's going to be a run.
Let's see what under the pocket, inside give to the fullback. Tommy Branson there with the original stop. He's still moving. And that'll bring up 4th down and goal. So good job there by the D. And this is definitely they're not kicking the field goal here. So
it's not 4th and goal. They can still get a first down. I think it's about 4th
is that right?
and about 5 here. When they line up like that and they have that fullback, I've watched some film on them. That's one of their favorite plays down close to the goal line, to sneak it right to that fullback and let him sneak into the end zone. Good job there by the Cashion Wildcats to stop them.
They just threw somebody threw something. I guess that was a wristband or a tee. I'm not sure what's happening there. It looks like they are going to kick it. So,
wow. All right.
Wow, interesting. So unique situation is man of the hour, Caden Barron for the Blue Devils back to kick. Extra 3-point field goal is up and good. So give him credit. That's a big kick, and that'll move the score 9-0 in favor of the Blue Devils.
Yeah.
Is that the first field goal we've seen all year?
I think he's kicked some field goals throughout the year. I saw him, and he's got a pretty good leg.
Sure does.
And that's why I can't figure out why they always go for 2 when you got a kid like that can consistently hit field goals and extra points. But maybe they just think they want to get that extra 2, play the analytics. Is that what they say right there? But, heck, it paid off for them because they were able to get down there and get 3. So that is a 2-possession game now, even at 9. And the Cashion Wildcats have to come out here with 6 minutes left to go in this half, get the ball on offense, and execute all the way down the field and get one on the board before halftime.
I'd love to see that. So give credit to the Blue Devils. They started right around the 35-yard line. They go 65 yards in a couple minutes, just a few minutes. A big pass play on 3rd down and 10 to number 20, Caleb Taylor, was a big one for him. And then a huge run, another big run there by Caden Barron, all the way down to about the 14-yard line as the Wildcats were able to hold the Ringling Blue Devils to a field goal. I couldn't even get the field goal out of my mouth because I'm frozen, but also we just haven't seen a whole lot of field goals this year. In fact, that may be the first one. So back for the Wildcats for their 3rd kickoff. Max Brown and Seth Gilbert sitting right around the 18, 17-yard line. Barron kicking off here. Most of these kicks have been high. I don't necessarily see an onside kick here, but you never know with Coach Coons. And this one will go to Max Brown, who's going to catch this right around the 16. He's going to go right return. He's got to get past that first wave. He's got blockers, cuts back up. Eventually met there by number 20, still on his feet, no whistle, and he'll go out of bounds or down right around the 31. So a nice 16-yard return there for Max Brown.
Probably the best field position we've had all night long right here. I mean, we've said it all night that we've just been backed up, and Ringling's been starting on about our side of the field almost every single drive. So field position-wise, the way it's been, the Cashion Wildcats have hung in here tight on this game compared to where the field position. If you look at the field position, you'd think Ringling was way up on the Cashion Wildcats. Now we're starting at our 31, or their 31. Let's go get it. Let's go down the field and score.
A-court empty backfield, back to pass, pressure on, boots out of it, slips and falls. Give credit to number 22 with the Ringling Blue Devils, outside linebacker Hunter Stevens, and that's a huge loss for the Cashion offense.
Yeah, he tried to just kind of reverse his field there, stay on his feet, and maybe get it around where he could throw one away and not have a big loss, and lost his footing there and went down for about a 15-yard loss on the sack.
So 2nd and 23, 5:23 here in the second quarter, 13 on the play clock. Empty set again for the Wildcats. A-court back to pass. Coming back here underneath the Max Higdon, the tight end. He's going to get the catch, his first reception of the game. And that's going to be a gain, actually a short gain, actually no gain at all.
Maybe a yard there for Max, but we're going to have to get more than that. On 3rd down, you're going to see Ringling just drop everybody back into deep coverage, keep everybody in front, and not let anything over the top.
Maybe there's no screenplay here. It's max protect. We've got Max Brown and Seth Gilbert on the short side here, and that's where A-court's going to look. Double move the outside, up top. And Max Brown on the post was open as the safety comes over to help on Gilbert.
I would rather seen him throw it deep over the middle to Max and let him try to go out there and get it. And if it gets intercepted, that's like a punt,
Yeah, pretty much. That pass, you're exactly right, partners. That pass wouldn't have been close to the first down. So big down, the sack was a big stop, and so the Wildcats, 4th and long, will have to punt, and it'll be a Ringling Blue Devil, Caden Barron, right around the 50-yard line. Good punt there, spiral. That's going to hit right around the 45, and they'll fall dead in Cashion territory. So that's been the story all night, the Ringling Blue Devils winning the field position battle all night, and they're going to have another great start with a 9-0 lead and 4:34 left on the clock.
Yeah, the Cashion Wildcat defense has just kind of started on their side of the 50 all night long. They've done a good job of only letting them get into the end zone one time, but they're going to have to step up here again. And we said it, complete game. But when you've been out there on the football field on the defensive side of the ball for about 80% of this football game, it starts to wear on you. But these boys, they know it's a do or die, and they're going to have to give everything they've got.
Back to pass is Daniel from under center. He's flushed out, hits off the helmet, has a chance. Gilbert in coverage. Intended receiver was number 14. That's Cash Rose off his face mask. And again, Carson Daniel in basically rolling out to his left, trying to find his target, falls incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they just want to give this kid a chance to throw the football, and I'll take it because that's given us multiple chances to get the ball in our hands.
Stopping the clock as well.
Yeah.
So under center again is Daniel. Deep I formation, give to Barron. He breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Falls forward. That's going to be a big run. So give credit. It looks like that was Gilbert coming in, undercutting, submarining Barron. And I'll bring up 3rd down and short here for the Blue Devils.
And it's going to have to be a big stop here and push them pretty far back, a big sack or something for them.
I'll tell you what.
Punt, but 11 just went off the field.
Yeah, he went off the field. So I'm thinking this might be another pass play shot.
I bet it's going to be the handoff to the fullback here, just sneak one up the middle.
And they're going to give it to number 8 out of the backfield, I formation. That'll be enough for the 1st down right around the Cashion 34-yard line. So give credit to Will Inselman and that right side of the Blue Devil offensive line. And that'll be a Ringling 1st down. So with 3:47 running clock, Blue Devils marching deeper into Cashion territory right on the 34.
Number 8, I've seen him on film too. He's a good, tough runner. He's just coming in there to spell Caden Barron, but Caden Barron's coming back in. And you will see a lot of him. I have a feeling at the end of this second half, try to get in the end zone one more time before halftime and control the clock.
All right, so 1st and 10, 3:22, 5 seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds, 3 seconds under center is Daniel. He'll get it off, hand off to Barron. He'll cut back to the outside, nowhere to go. And we'll actually have hopefully a holding call, it looks like, as Camden Maroney was tackled by 3 Ringling Blue Devils. So if you're Coach Wood, you take the penalty or you take the?
Yeah, I'd say you go ahead and take them all the way back. I mean, it was 1st down, so we'd rather have 1st and 20 than 1st and 10 or 2nd and 10.
I don't know where the camera's at, so I think where did the camera go? Oh, it's right here. There you go, Bubba. Oh, got to unplug. We have to keep that thing plugged in. All right, so with the mark off, Coach Wood talks to his team, gets them fired up. 3:12 here. Big stop here for the Wildcats. We definitely need it. Maybe get the ball back with maybe a minute left on the clock. And see if they can get something. Get a turnover. We've been close. Fumble, loose balls in the air, tipped passes. Nothing falling to a Cashion hand yet, so we'll see what happens. 5-man front for the Wildcats. Daniel back to pass again, rolling. Is going to go deep, opposite side, wide open. Bobble the pass, cutting back through, breaks the tackle. That'll be a touchdown. So Caden Barron is a one-man wrecking crew for the Blue Devils. Without him, they've got nothing. But with him, they've got 15 points on the board.
Yeah, and that time they just snuck him out of the backfield over to that right side away from where he was rolling, and they haven't showed that yet tonight. And he was able to sneak out all by himself. And again, the kid just – the ball hits his hands, flies up in the air. He's able to bring it in and get around Seth Gilbert to go in for the score. At some point, you think it's going to have to give where one of those bounces is going to have to go the Cashion Wildcat way, and it's going to have to if the Cashion Wildcats are going to be able to get back in this ball game.
2-point conversion, so with 2:47, Barron will back to pass. He'll flip it, and that's knocked down. We have a flag. So illegal man downfield.
They're going to call a pass interference on Max right there, and all that was Max got their perfect timing and knocked the ball down. And I have a feeling they're going to call and say that he had the backside of his, that backside was grabbed before the ball came through.
Yeah, they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say illegal man downfield.
I'll take it. I just the way that things have gone this year for the Cashion Wildcats.
If it was pass interference, it would have come from the back judge. Since it was the line judge, he saw the kid coming forward. I'm right every once in a while. I'm right every once in a while.
I'll take it.
So that one will be declined.
That was big because that keeps it a two-possession football game. And, they score that right there, get 17. That's 3 possessions. So that's a big stop on the two-point conversion. Sorry, I cannot talk with the wind blowing in my face like this. But now get the ball back in your hands, get a good, solid return. Do not fumble it. And be able to get, you've got 2 minutes and 47 seconds. That's plenty of time for the Cashion Wildcats to drive down the field here right before half and get one going into the locker room.
I love it. Let's get it, partner. All right, so the Wildcats back in kickoff return again. Again, give credit to the Blue Devil defense, getting a big sack on that last possession for the Wildcats, forcing the punt, getting great field position right around the 40-yard line again on the Wildcat side. Big conversion there to Caden Barron on the 40-yard pass, and he gets in the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. So Wildcats still held scoreless here, down 15-0. And
what's the holdup?
I have no idea. I'd like here, the pressure's kind of getting. I think you can see the Blue Devils kind of flirting a little bit with some of those blitzes. I really like to see Chance just kind of let one go or keep letting them go. He's had some run-outs here on the Cashion side of the sideline. I'd like to see maybe attack the middle of the field. Let's see what happens here.
Now they're really giving you a chance to throw it down the field to some one-on-one coverage. Just keep attacking, and you're going to hit one before the end of the game.
Max Brown, Gilbert deep. This one will go to Brown again. He'll get it right on the 21, 20-yard line. He's going to cut back, right return. He's going to cut back to the outside. Get to the outside edge. Speedster just tripped up. Give credit to number 5. That is Kyson Fincher. And so the Wildcats will start over 1st and 10 from the 25. So 5-yard return there for Brown. Wildcats will come back out, and let's see what they've got. They've got 2:42 here in the second quarter. Let's see what happens here for the Wildcats. Looks like they've got empty backfield again. Actually, Max Higdon in as well. So mesh formation here. Tight end 2x2. Acord he fumbles it. He'll have to fall on it.
It's not what you need right here on first down. We talked about first downs, how important they are. You've got to be able to execute when that ball is snapped to you. I know it's cold. You got to be able to catch that and make a play on first down. Now, big time second down play right here. Get at least half of it back to give yourself a chance on third down.
Same play, roll out to the right as Acord is looking for Gilbert. He had him there for a second. He's going to force it into the ground. It looked like he had Kai open running on that out. Maybe he just didn't have the chance to set that foot to get it to him, and so that one will fall incomplete at the feet of Seth Gilbert as the Twins were running a double out there, a little 5, 7-yard and 10-yard intermediate out. So that with the incompletion, that will stop the clock. 2:10 here, 3rd and 13, and this is a tough spot here for the Wildcats. You kind of hope that we can run the clock out if we can't get anything. The Blue Devils do have all 3 timeouts, I believe.
Yeah.
So again, everyone deep for the Blue Devils. They've got about a 10, 12-yard cushion, and Shackelford will call a timeout.
Yeah, and the Blue Devils know how important this third down is too, to stop them. That's why they were all kind of backed up there. I'm going to go to timeout real quick, and we'll be right back for the third down play.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Audio only. All right, guys, audio only here. We've got a frozen camera, much like we are, so we'll go radio style. I'll do my best. 2:10 on the clock, 3rd and 13, back to pass. Acord to pump left, come back right to Gilbert on the screen. He's got blockers, cuts back, makes a guy miss, gets to about the 30-yard line where it'll be 4th down. So nice, solid gain. Would have loved to have seen that on 2nd down. But the Wildcats will now have to punt. Clock runs, 1:54. Let's see if Coach Coons will call a timeout. He does not. He's going to let this one roll. So the Wildcats will let this play clock run all the way down. It's 4th down. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it. So Coach Coons now will call a timeout. So with the play clock stopped now and the game clock stopped, 1:44, we'll go back to a timeout. We'll see if we can get this camera going here right before end of the second quarter.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School.
All right, welcome back. Sorry about that. All right, 4th down. Wildcats in back to punt. So I guess we're making Coach Coons burn a timeout there. And he does. Gilbert with the punt. Barron deep. Nice high spiraling kick. That'll hit right on the 40. Barron will come up. Sideline will get the outside. He's got nowhere to go. Jackson Vandruff gets uncorked, gets the tackle, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils right around their own 36 to 37-yard line.
Good punt right there by Seth.
Excellent
to back
punt.
him up here with only a minute and 30 seconds left. So now, if you're catching Wildcats, stay tough, stop that run, and make sure you don't let anybody get behind you. You don't want to have a big pass play here right before half to get another one on the board for the Blue Devils. Cashion Wildcats are in this game. I mean, it's a 2-possession football game right here, right before half, and with the way the Cashion Wildcat defense has played, with them starting on our side of the football almost the whole game, the Cashion Wildcat defense has played well. Just want to see if the second half can have a little bit better field position.
All right, so it looks like the Blue Devils do come out empty. Hey, partner, do you mind turning down the volume of the camera? I apologize, but we'll leave it here. So unless you want to go to timeout again. We'll leave it here. So with 1:36 on the clock, Wildcats need to stop, get to the timeout, or get to the halftime locker room, warm up, and reset. You got to give credit. It hasn't been a situation where Ringling has nickel and dimed you all the way down the field. It's been 3 big plays that have hurt the Wildcats, or actually 2 big plays that have hurt the Wildcats for those 15 points.
Yeah, and that was kind of the MO last week against Crescent was, we'd get them stopped 3rd and long or 4th and long, and there would be a big play happen. And that's the way it's kind of been tonight. We talked about on their first touchdown drive, we had them stop 3rd and long, miss a tackle, and they go for 20. And that was kind of the difference in that drive for a touchdown or a punt.
2-by-2 here, max protect for Daniel in the backfield. Empty set in motion is Carr. They're going to go back to the right side. Screenplay, actually a nice slant. Intended receivers number 20. It's caught by Caleb Taylor. Goes up high to get that. Cooper Frazee on the tackle, and that gets it right around the 46. So clock running, 1:20 here. And a nice little catch, and I tell you,
it was a good route. But Cooper Frazee had a good break. Got there as the ball got there, just a little bit sooner. It could have been a different story, but a good route and good throw by the Blue Devils.
Daniel back to pass, no pressure. He's going to roll out to his right. Branson in coverage, coming up. Vandruff knocks him out of bounds. So good work there by outside linebacker Jackson Vandruff. And that'll be a loss of about 1. I'll bring up 3rd down and about 3.
Yeah, that was great coverage there. They tried to do a little double move over on that far sideline. Our defensive back was running step for step with the receiver, and then Jackson Vandruff was able to really get there and make him either throw it away or run out of bounds, and he decided to run out of bounds.
So with under a minute, 59 seconds, play clock at 12, Daniel and the Blue Devils come back up to the line. Empty set here. 2-by-2 again for the Blue Devils. In motion again is Carr. They'll keep it as Daniel goes right side. Tommy Branson is out there, a bunch of missed tackles, and that'll be a 1st down. So give credit to Carson Daniel on a keeper to the right side, and it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and I think now they will maybe call a timeout. No, they're not calling a timeout yet, but the clock isn't running. After these chains get set, it should run. And they're gonna go fast here, trying to get down the field.
Now they're gonna spike it there.
All right.
Psych. So
they've got.
They had plenty of time and 2 timeouts. That was kind of a wasted down in my opinion. But what do I know? So with that, I'll bring up 2nd and 10. Coach Coons successfully. You want to talk about? We talk about Shaq all the time. I mean, wherever Coach Coons gone, right? There's been some things that have a black cloud that's kind of followed him as well. But wherever he's gone, he's won, right? And he's done well, and he's done that here in Ringling. And big respect to him. Hard-nosed team. He pulls from a bunch of small towns in this area to kind of feed into Ringling here to put together a fantastic football team. And they're moving here. So with 48 seconds left, 2nd and 10, 3 on the play clock, 2, 1, 0. They do get it off. Pressure, Maroney on the outside blitz, in the flats, in and out of the hands as Max Brown coming up to get Caden Barron, the intended receiver.
Yeah, and that time the play clock was going down. The kid was still moving with the 1 second on the play clock, so it should have been some illegal procedure or something going on there, but they did not call it. But either way, incomplete pass, clock stops, and 2nd and 10.
3rd and
10. I'm sorry, with the clock.
Yeah,
they clocked it.
Yeah, with the spike. So 3rd and 10 here, 43 seconds. Wildcats get a stop here. They'll force a punt. Empty set here again for Daniel. In motion is Carr again, same formation. Pressure's on, Zach Lloyd. Branson in and out of his hands. Had a chance. Tommy, intended receiver, was number 14. And get Cash Rose. Give credit, first of all, to Dagan Lloyd on the pressure. And then Tommy Branson almost with his first career INT.
Good job there. I think Branson kind of saw that felt it was going to be a screen. Dagan went ahead and put the pressure on. You need still somebody to go do that. Tommy did a good job dropping that back in that and coverage.
We'll have to give him a hard time. We want a big boy touchdown. Big boy touchdown. So the Wildcats do force the punt. So with 39 seconds. No one back. Big punt there. That one will land right around the 10, and it'll roll all the way. Of course, it'll probably stop at the 1 yard line. It does. So the Wildcats with 28 seconds are going to have to figure this out. That's not what we wanted. You can't take a knee. You'll have to go either under center or.
They've got timeout, so if you do take a knee, it's going to, you're going to have to.
They have one timeout.
Go under center, push forward, and get some yardage. Or sit back and chunk one deep to Max a few times. Let's go. Try to get one snuck in here before half.
So Wildcats with 27 seconds. They're going to get.
They're back everybody back. So let's not throw it deep.
Well, Wildcats, if we remember against Hinton, right? The only scores they gave up, points they gave up, were on the safety. So Wildcats sitting right around the 1 yard line. We've got a limited scoreboard here in Ringling. Acord with the keeper will go right side. He'll get positive yards at about the 5 or 6 yard line. And that'll most likely be it here. Let's see if, so Coach Shack waving them on. And so that'll be it. So that'll be the end of the first half. Wildcats down 15-0. It'll be do or die here in the second half here as the Wildcats first round playoffs. We'll have to get a few things corrected, but some good signs.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we talked about it as many times as the Ringling Blue Devils started with the ball on our side of the field, and to only be up 2 scores, I mean, that leaves the door open for the Cashion Wildcats to make a comeback in the second half.
Yep. All right, we're going to go to a timeout. We're going to go find something that'll block this north wind, and we'll be right back right after this. Thanks so much for hanging with us here on Cashion Wildcats TV.
Go Wildcats.
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 405-283-6565.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange. Still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
Presenting Regato Ranch, located within the Cashion School District and offering homebuyers the experience of small town charm with the modern world of shopping, dining, and healthcare just minutes away. Situated east of Highway 74, Regato Ranch boasts 1-acre home sites with privacy and ample space to retire or raise a family.
To build your next home from the ground up or to inquire about new properties currently for sale, contact Brandon or Shannon Cotter with Iron Creek Homes and C7 Realty.
Come find your forever home at Regato Ranch.
And go Wildcats!
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving upskills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do, do you. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment, 405-283-6565.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange. Still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
Presenting Regato Ranch, located within the Cashion School District and offering homebuyers the experience of small-town charm with the modern world of shopping, dining, and healthcare just minutes away. Situated east of Highway 74, Regato Ranch boasts 1-acre home sites with privacy and ample space to retire or raise a family.
To build your next home from the ground up or to inquire about new properties currently for sale, contact Brandon or Shannon Cotter with Iron Creek Homes and C7 Realty.
Come find your forever home at Regato Ranch.
And go Wildcats!
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys and Pop Tech school.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself. Sir, you okay? Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
All right, welcome back. Second half action about to start here live from Rick Gandy Field in Ringling, Oklahoma, as your Cashion Wildcats taking on the Blue Devils here. Round 1 playoffs 2022. Nina Bobby, Chris Gibson, frozen but still here, bringing you all tonight's live action as the Wildcats looking to three-peat here in 2022. Currently down 15-0. It's going to be a tough sledding moving forward, but anything's possible when you've got football and Oklahoma put together. So Chris, put your Coach Shack and Coach Wood hat on, and what adjustments, what do we think we're going to see here in the second half for the Wildcats to turn this around and get the victory?
If I'm in the locker room at the halftime, I'm saying, guys, we gave them great field position the entire game.
Right.
And they're only up on us 2 scores right now. Guys, we're in this ball game. Let's go out here, punch them in the mouth in the second half, and let's get going and get the ball back in our hands and go score one and make this a ball game. And just, I mean, if I'm on the sideline and I'm playing football, I'm fired up. I'm saying, let's go. This is a do or die.
Right.
Let's get the ball in our hands. Let's go out there and make something happen and put these Ringling Blue Devils in their place and you know, make some plays and go win this ball game.
I love
it.
Give me a brick wall, Chris. I'm ready to run through it.
I'm a competitor. I know these boys are competitors, and I don't care who is number 1 in the state. I don't care who's undefeated. We're the Cashion Wildcats. We come to play. Let's go. And I hope these boys are fired up like I am. I've got to be fired up, or I'm going to freeze up here in the worst deer blind in Oklahoma.
You know who's not freezing? Matt Maxon, who's in a cruise in Mexico. He says hola, and he gives me a picture watching on CWTV.
Randy Miller, Rhino Roofing, sent me a text while ago. I'm sweating at my house. I got it so warm in here. So I appreciate all the warm texts that we've been getting. But I waited in line for 30 minutes over at the Ringling Blue Devil whatever concession stand that they got. No hot chocolate, so I turned around and said,
that's un-American, un-Oklahoma, and not have hot chocolate ready to go.
They make the playoffs enough that they would know how to budget.
And they've gotten deep enough, right? They know it gets cold, but
they're hot chocolate.
Oh, well, maybe they're just tougher than us. Maybe they just got something like that. Well, Wildcats will be kicking off. They did receive the first half kickoff, so my man Christensen, Chandler, will be going out kicking off for the Wildcats, number 6. Highlighted him on the game day announcement today. Love seeing our special teams. He's been fantastic this year. I mean, I don't want to jinx him or anything, but he's been great this year, kicking off, extra points, etc. Great leg, and we'll be able to see him next year. Wildcats again set deep for the Blue Devils. They'll be working from east to west, right to left here on your screen. Number 20, we've called his name on a couple of big catches, Caleb Taylor, as well as number 2. That is Davier Carr. A lot of seniors here on this Ringling team, so this has been a team kind of building and building. They've reloaded from that 2019 run where they had a lot of talent. Ended up beating Cashion 20-14 in the state title game, which still kills me to this day. I absolutely just it still hurts, man. But nonetheless, again, Coach Coons has done a great job, and they're definitely reloaded, not rebuilding. So Wildcats look to kick off here. Again, the wind has not died. It's still not warm. But we appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcat TV. Proud to be bringing you tonight's action here. Playoffs, second half underway. Big kick there. That one will go out of bounds. So that'll be a procedure penalty in essence, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Ringling Blue Devils right around the 35-yard line. So, again, decent field position has been the name of the game for the Blue Devils, and they'll take over first and 10 from their own 35.
Yeah, kicking it out of bounds. It's going to give them the ball around the 35-yard line, and but that's the worst field position that they've seen all game long. So really, the Cashion Wildcat defense is starting at the best place they have all game. Yeah. So let's go up here. Let's hit them in the mouth. Let's get it going right here and set the tone for this second half.
All right, so Wildcats in defense, 5-man front here for the Wildcats. Full house under center. Daniel keeps it. He's still on his feet. Basically rolled out, pushed out. Give credit to Timmy Jones. And it looks like Jackson Vandroff with another tackle. Could have been a TFL, but they'll give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring up second and 10.
Yeah, good job right there by the boys up front just to not give any kind of room. He had to bounce it outside and bounced right into the hands of Jackson Vandroff.
Yeah, give credit to that middle interior line. Tommy Branson, Matthew Stockton, Dagan Lloyd, 3 guys that will be coming back next year. Again, we've got a couple sophomores or a couple juniors and a sophomore. Same formation here. Under center is Daniel. I formation look here. This one will be handed off to Bear, and he'll go up the middle. He's looking for a lane. He does get one. Patient, fast runner. He makes a quick move, drops that foot, and gets across. That'll be a first down right on the 46.
He's good, man. He just kind of got brought behind those blockers with the head of steam and kind of just did a jump cut into the lane And whenever he hit the ground, he hit the ground running and was able to pick up 10 yards and pick up the first down, or 11 yards, I guess, on that run.
Yeah, give him credit. The initial hole was basically pulled. They weren't pulling. There was no traps or counters here. This is straight
smash mouth run at
smash
you.
mouth. That's exactly right. So again, same formation here. I formation under center is Daniel. He'll go ahead and hand it to Barron right side. He stays patient, finds a hole. Preston Cotter coming from the opposite side, and we do have a hold as Camden running. And basically, Camden's been tackled. He's been double teamed the entire night by number 51, John Ties, and 63, DJ Lewis. That's the second holding call. It's basically been that scenario the entire game. It could be called at any point as Camden Maroney getting tackled, and so that one is called, and it'll be a big play here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, back them up here. Be first in about 18, I bet. And, keep them backed up here. Maybe put them in that passing positions. And man, there's been opportunities there for some turnovers on the pass game. And we've got to get one in this ball game to get back in it. And here's a perfect situation for us having them backed up here on first down.
Yeah. Big shout out to whoever's running Squirtle for us with their phone or iPad. They've got it down. We appreciate you. Maybe a Chad Tishner call out. 10:30 running clock here. First and 18. Under center again is Daniel. Motion, no call. Did they call it? They do. So another big penalty against the Blue Devils, and they're going backwards. That'll be another 5, and that'll bring up first down and 23.
Yeah, no doubt. You got to, as they're backing up, you got to, as the Cashion Wildcats, keep your ears pinned back, go, and keep going. Don't let down thinking, oh, it's first and forever. Push them back to second and even longer.
Yep,
Let's
agree.
go. You got to stay dialed in here. Don't let somebody slip out and run free down the line, because Carson Daniels is a good enough quarterback.
Yep.
He's going to be able to hit them.
He will. Wildcats again, that 5-man front. We've got Cotter and Jackson. Hands in the dirt on the edge. Handoff to Barron, trying to get the outside. In pursuit is Jake Branson. Big hit. And give credit to Barron as he's able to drop those shoulder pads and get a huge run. And I'll bring up second down and short.
Yeah, and I don't know who he hit over there on that
It was Max.
sideline.
It was Max.
But the Ringling faithful over there, when there was that collision, there was a big ooh and awe, and he is a hard runner, and will put his head down. Like I said, he don't run around you; he'll run through you.
Yeah. Every big play except for one, which was a bust, has been on that Ringling side of the field. So something to keep track of if you're an analytics guy. But Wildcats again showing 6-man front. Again, same formation. Let's see if they'll fill the gap here. Inside give to Barron. He'll cut back in, nowhere to go. He gets maybe a yard as he spins forward. Give credit to Tommy Branson on the tackle as Barron with another carry. That'll be second down and about 9, I think.
That was the first.
That was the first down run. My apologies. Yes, my apologies. I'm frozen to death. I can't even see straight right now.
The big run on.
That's right.
That
was
first down,
second and short.
Second short. But yeah, now Cashion Wildcats stiffen up here. I mean, that's all you got to do is get a stop here, get your offense a chance to get with the ball in their hands to go down and score. But that's a big task here.
Under center wedge play. Daniel will keep it on first down. He'll get about 1 or 2, and this is kind of what we'd expect to see out of the Blue Devils. They're up 15, and now they're up 2 scores, so this is a chance for them to control the clock, control the line of scrimmage, and this is what you do with with Phil Coons' type of team. You don't want to get behind, because this is if they get this rolling, it's going to be a hard. You're going to lose out on time to come back.
Yeah, and you see right there, it's second and about 7. They get the ball on their side of the field or your side of the field and run the ball 3 yards every play. That's exactly what they want to draw up and control the clock.
Barron has a big hole, staying patient run, still on his feet. He'll be hit backwards, and that'll be enough for a first down. So about an 8-yard run there for Barron. It'll be 1st and 10 at the Cashion 31.
Yeah, now he's getting some head of steam and kind of having some his offensive line pushing us backwards. And when that happens and you got a good runner like that, it's going to be big yardage almost every play. So the Cashion Wildcat front has to step up, create some holes, and then the linebackers are going to have to come in, fill the gaps, and make plays.
All right, so 1st and 10, clock running, 7:59, third quarter, 4 minutes has already run off the clock. Barron will have a seat. Daniel in I formation again under center. Back is number 8. Inselman. He'll get the ball right edge, and he'll get tackled immediately. Good work there by Jake Branson and Jackson Vandruff, as well as Preston Cotter as well. Actually, that was Camden Maroney on the tackle. So good work there by the linebackers, holding off, getting him to cut back in. And that'll be a second and about 7 with a 3-yard gain. 7:24 running clock. Second half action has started, third quarter. Wildcats down 15-0. Appreciate you guys joining us here, and appreciate all of our fantastic sponsors making this free of charge. We do have a flag.
They're going to call a sideline penalty against us, I'm guessing.
So unsportsmanlike on the Wildcats. That one will go against Shaq as the flag goes about 20 yards out of bounds. So I'm guessing Shaq probably had a couple words. I don't think this was a sideline warning.
Coach Wood was having a conversation with the line judge over here, and I'm not sure exactly what was said, but I guess he'd heard enough and the flag was thrown.
That's a big one. That's 15. That moves it all the way down to the 14-yard line. So with 7:14, the Wildcats have to absorb that one. Clock runs, so 7:11 running clock.
And it looked like to me the conversation Coach Wood was having was chop block where, you have a guy up top engaged and somebody hits you down low. And I think that's what it looked like just from his hand gestures. I mean, I'm guessing what they're saying from way up here in the deer blind. But that looked like, and if he's trying to protect his players, I don't.
Well, and that's what's happening when you've got 7 guys on the line within 5 yards of each other, or eight guys. There's a lot of mess. A lot of stuff can happen, including holds that don't get called, etc. That's the benefit of running this type of offense. Daniel will keep it. Bootleg to the left, and he's going to walk into the end zone. That'll be a touchdown, 10-yard or 14-yard run for Daniel, and that'll extend the lead to 21-0.
Yeah, and Cashion's got to stay alive here, because if you sit down, lay down, fold, Coons is the type of coach that's going to try to put 50 on you, and if you don't step up here, keep playing inspired in this second half, even though you're down, you will get blown out. And like I said, this coach is the type that will completely try to embarrass you. And the Cashion Wildcats better be ready, because when they get the ball back on this offensive side of the ball, we've got to be able to move the ball, got to move the ball down the field, back them up or go score, and even have a chance in this game.
Extra point is up and good, so that'll move it to 22-0. Third quarter action. Wildcats down big here, and 6:30 left in the third quarter as Chris offered up. Need to answer, so the Blue Devils take the ball. They get the initial kickoff, start around the 35-yard line, march 65 yards. A big run there by Bear, and he's been basically the guy here for the Devils. And for the Wildcats, they have to figure out, even though that was Daniel there on the keeper, it's all been predicated on number 11 and his feet running the ball that have created the defensive flow for the Wildcats. So, again, 6:30. The penalty did not help, but nonetheless, there was no discussion after that. I think
the biggest play on that game, that drive, was the big. We had them first at 30.
Yeah, big run.
And the kid was able to run and get it down to 2nd 2. Yeah. And just a run play. I mean, just go around the edge and be tougher than the other guy, and they were able to get the edge and have a big play there, and that was the difference in that drive.
Well, and that's the deal, and just even thinking about youth football, running the single wing and double wing, that's the beauty of that bunch formation. Your linemen can, you push forward. You can get away with murder as a lineman in these types of settings where, you've got an umpire and a referee trying to watch essentially, 15 guys in a 5-yard box, in essence, trying to scrum and get after it. And, I've got to believe if Coach Wood was calling for the chop block, I got to believe it was there. And those things are hard to see. And the line judge is the guy that he's the guy closest, so he's the one that's going to hear it, even though it's not his call. So nonetheless,
what I don't understand is, at every kickoff, Ringling comes out 2 minutes after everybody else, after their opponent. I mean, if you're an official, you got to control the game and get over there and say, let's go, let's get this thing going.
Well, maybe they like it cold.
Apparently.
So a little offsides here. So that'll be a 5-yard mark off here. We'll move back to the 35. We do have, this is playoff, so every playoff game has got an evaluator here for this crew. as they'll continue to work through. And remember, OSAA provides the textbook, but they don't provide the training, et cetera, that's involved. These guys are just crews that work with each other. They're part of third-party associations. But once it comes playoff time, OSAA does evaluate. They pick who they want. These guys are slotted here based on their performance. So these guys get slotted for a Class A football game. Probably a little bit different than some of the 6A or 5A playoff games going on right now. But we do have an evaluator here taking a look. So maybe we ought to let him know. Maybe we could speed up. We're kind of freezing.
Let's go. Keep this going.
Barron with the kickoff. It's a low liner wobbler. Bounce in the hands of Gilbert at the 21. He's got a couple blockers.
Go.
Stay patient. Gets up the sideline. He'll get pushed out of bounds. So right around the 42. So Wildcats getting good field position. So let's see if we can get a couple of first downs, keep the ball moving, and see what can happen here as we get hopefully into Ringling territory.
I mean, in the first half we moved the ball 30, 40 yards every time, kind of fizzle out. Now we're starting at our own 40. Just do that, we'll be deep in their territory and have a chance to maybe get in this end zone.
All right, Wildcats go double tight end. In motion is Max Brown. Wildcats anemic in the run game. Let's see if they'll give this one to Brown. They don't. They keep it. Acord expecting a hit to actually just kind of falls forward, but we'll take it. Good work there by the junior quarterback, picking up about 6-7 yards on first down.
Yeah, good run there on first down. That's what you got to have. We talked about it early in this game. Is first downs are very important. Getting 6 yards on that first down will kind of open the playbook up a little bit for the Cashion Wildcats.
Same look here with Brown. He'll go ahead and keep it this time. He'll get to the outside, cut back inside, move across the 50. And forward progress should have given him the first down, but the line judge doesn't give it to him. And it'll be short, 3rd and about 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, and if right here where we're at, let's see if they don't take a shot down the field with it 3rd and short, thinking maybe we could pick up that 4th down. But we'll kind of see what Coach Shackelford draws up here.
Acord will go ahead and keep it. He'll go up and he'll get the first down. That's good enough there. He's still on his feet, moving forward. And they'll stop forward progress. So good job there by Acord. He's been great on that 3rd down short quarterback keeper. And I tell you what, this is, clearly over the last few years, the Wildcats have had a guy that's willing to drop the pads, carry about 4 guys with him. They don't have that this year. It's going to have to fall on committee. And thus far right now, it's Chance Acord with the football. So with 5:17 clock running, the Wildcats moving into territory. Again, Max Brown coming from the slot to the left of Acord. He's going to fake it, going one-on-one. Gilbert wide open. Back shoulder catch. We'll have roughing the passer. Great job by Seth Gilbert. It better not be a holding call. They're going to call holding. So give credit to Seth Gilbert. Back shoulder catch. Would have been a first down, but a holding call. Wow.
Yeah,
behind the sticks, too.
And I wasn't really watching that part of the field. I was watching the throw and catch, but man, he must have had somebody running free, and somebody just brought down one of the defenders. All I did look back and saw a Chance getting up off the ground and thought, like you thought, it was going to be roughing the passer, but apparently not.
So significant mark off. So that was behind the line. So now what would have been a first down in Ringling territory now is 1st and long. Brown with the keep. He's going to get to the outside. Let's see if he can get to the edge. He cuts back inside. Good run. Puts the foot down, slams it forward, and it gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So good work there by Max Brown on a significant run.
Yeah, good job by Max right there. He was trying to get to the edge, saw a little crease, put his foot in the ground, turned it upfield, and got the pretty much all of the penalty yardage back. And now 2nd and about
8. Yeah, 9 or 8. Long 8 here. Max Brown back motion from the slot, so we'll see a lot of this here, I guess. Acord will keep it, coming back. One-on-one with Gilbert up top. Keep running.
Yep. He thought it was going to float a little bit. You've seen that twice now tonight where the receivers kind of think it's going to float a little bit, and they stop running, and it would have dropped right in the breadbasket if he'd have just kept his foot, pedal to the metal, get down the field.
And that's the throw you want to make. So I'm with Chance on that one. Lead your guy to the sideline, lead him away from the defender. So that one falls incomplete. So that will be 3rd down and 8, 4:19. Clock stops. Brown to the right of Acord. Acord will keep it. He's got a big hole. Cuts forward, falls forward, and that'll get right around the close to the first down marker. Let's see what they've got here. Give it to him, son. Give it to him. They're going
to be short.
That line, what? Duck Dynasty back there moved it back.
The guy on this side has a great look at it.
We've had Duck Dynasty in the past. Not a big fan, but we looked like
where this line judge said on this side where he marked the ball, it was first down by a yard. The line judge on the other side comes in and marks it back about a yard short of the first down.
Yeah, this is going to be short here by half a yard. So it was a tough spot as they basically looked like he worked it across and the line judge worked it back. So Wildcats definitely down 3 scores. We're going to have to go for it.
We've done an okay job in fourth and short, third and short this entire game. This is going to be a big 4th and 1 here for the Cashion Wildcats to pick up here.
Well, they've got double tight end, so max protect. We've got Max Brown out here in the slot, kind of split out a little bit. Let's see if it's they're going to bring him in motion backside. So it's either going to be Acord or Chance with the ball. It'll be Chance. He'll cut forward. He's going to push forward. I don't think he's going to get it.
And that play was kind of messed up from the get-go. The
referee
blew the whistle, didn't blow the ball into play till way late, and kind of threw everything off. We had linemen kind of stand up to see what was going on, and then the ball was snapped, and we didn't have any momentum to get that first down. So right here, the Cashion defense is going to have to step up again. You definitely don't want to go down. Don't want to be down 3 scores. But right here, Cashion, they're going to the Ringling Blue Devils are going to run this ball and just run it down your throat because right now the Cashion Wildcats can't stop them, and that's the way that the Blue Devils can shorten this game and get it a win in the column and move on to the next round.
So we do have a flag. It looks like it'll be offsides by the Wildcats. So that'll be a free play. So 1st and 5 with the markup. So 3:56 here, third quarter. Wildcats down 22-0.
Yeah, between the tackles is where it's going to go, I think.
Yep.
We've seen that last drive. They hammered it down right between the tackles, and then when you do that, you kind of get guys leaning one way, and was able to have somebody roll out, and we'll kind of probably see that same thing this drive.
Lloyd gets in the backfield. Great job there by the sophomore disrupting that as Barron has to bounce it out. Isn't able to get the tackle. Does pick up a couple yards. Give credit to Jake Branson and maybe Preston Cotter on that one. So it'll bring up 2nd and short here as the Blue Devils will rotate some guys in. Wildcats should be allowed to substitute, but we won't. Again, this is Ironman football for the Wildcats.
Now, Dagan Lloyd's done a good job of getting through that line a couple times, but he's got to get through there and wrap up.
Under center is Daniel again. One back set, handoff to the fullback Barron. This time he's short with his hand in the dirt, and he'll get the first down. And that'll be first down and 10 right around the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that's just like we said, just hard-nosed football, just going straight forward with things. And that time, when you have a runner that can really find creases and keep those legs driving, it's hard to stop what they got going right now. And it's going to take a mistake on their part at this point, I think, for the Cashion Wildcats to really get back in this ball game. And it can happen. I mean, you've seen Barron 4 times in this game where the ball is just floating around in his hands, playing with fire, and a bounce has not gone our way yet.
Under center, 1st and 10, 240. Another handoff to Barron. He's moves across. Give credit to Jake Branson, another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Barron does full forward for about a yard. It's good to see Jake Branson back. Definitely he was missed last week against that game against Crescent. He's already been a difference maker. He was the leading tackler going into the Crescent game. Jackson Vandroff passed him year to date. And so right at the midfield line, it's 2:17 here in the third quarter. Again, the Blue Devils marching. They're getting the stop there right around the 30-yard line. Tough scenario for the Wildcats as a line to gain on 3rd and long was a tough spot. Wildcats weren't able to convert on 4th and short. Hand off to Barron again. He'll look right side. Staying patient, still moving his feet. Wildcats trying to strip it. He'll fall down. It'll be stopped right around the should be right at the 35. They give it to him. Yeah, there it is, right on the 45-yard line in Cashion side. So it'll be 3rd and 3, clock running, 139. Definitely 4-down territory here for the Blue Devils and Coach Coons. They're going to take their time here. Play clock, 20 seconds. Go ahead.
I was just looking at some scores, and we match up with Ringling's district in playoffs, and Minko is winning 14-6 over Wynnewood. I think Crescent was up big over Dibble, 32-8. And I was going to look and see what the CHA after this play.
So Barron, big hole on that left side. We do have a flag, and we know why there was a big hole.
Yeah.
And so kind of wanted those a little bit earlier in the game. Let's see what we have a call here. We do have holding against Ringling right around the 39-yard line. So that'll be 3rd down as it gets marched back. And, when you run the ball like they do and you have so many guys in that short amount of space, it's tough to see. I'm glad the referee or the umpire was able to see that.
Yeah, and there, a lot of people say there's a hold on every play, but when you run the ball like that as much as they do, and it's not just Ringling. I mean, it's every team that, when you play a Morrison type and a Pawnee where it's a lot of running, a lot of times you see some holds in there and some of those run plays that don't get called, but tonight you see there's some good blocking down there going on too. From the
very physical, and you know what? And that's what you're going to get. So 3rd and long, keeper is Daniel. Is going to roll out to his left. He's got a wide open player in the flats, and guess who? It's number 20. He's been fantastic, Caleb Taylor. They don't throw a lot, but when they do, they've hit him, and he's been. I think that's his 4th catch, and it's another big first down conversion. So what was an opportunity for the Wildcats to continue negative play ends up being a 1st down and 10 from their own 40 here with 35 seconds. Clock will run here, it looks like. Did he go out of bounds? I guess he did.
Yeah, he went out of bounds.
So clock stopped. So good job there by Daniel. He hasn't been too accurate on his rollouts.
And that's the thing, as I was about to say, that was really the first rollout. The first half we had them really pinned down on those rollouts and nothing to give them.
So on another 1st down call, and this has been the case, that's the 3rd 1st down play where they've had a wedge quarterback keeper under center. And, again, you want to talk about traditional analytics, right, or old-fashioned analytics. You put a quarterback, under center like that, get 2 or 3, you mitigate a negative play on 1st down. And so with that, that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter as the Wildcats still on defense trying to hold this Ringling Blue Devils team down. So with that, we'll go to a quick timeout. Be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up, get you some.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi. Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get
All right, welcome back. 4th quarter action. Wildcats do or die here. Playoff action 2022. Cashion finds themselves down 22-0 on the road at Rick Gandy Field. I'm Eamon Abavi. Chris Gibson and I half frozen, but we're bringing tonight's action. Hand off to Barron. He's been the guy of the hour. He's breaking free in the secondary. He's trying to get past one more Cashion defender. Give credit to Jake Branson, who finally catches him, but not for a huge gain and a run all the way down to the Cashion 7-yard line.
Yeah, and we talked about, I said it in the first quarter, right there at the beginning of the game, and I was saying, we were doing a really good job of coming up and making stops on the Blue Devils running backs. But, man, when you have a team, and this is what I was talking about, Cashion has done this the last 4 years. You may slow them down that first quarter, but you wear a team out if you have a good running game, and that's exactly what you're seeing here from the Blue Devils tonight.
So 1st and 10 under center has been the MO all second half. And just like that, like we've called, it's been a quarterback keeper out of center on first down. And he gets 2 yards.
Yeah,
so
and what they're doing on offense there, when they're running that quarterback, they are just going to town on our front line's legs. And you see Tommy Branson just getting up there slower and slower, and that wears on that front line. And then whenever you have a running back that can run as hard and as good as Barron, that front line just doesn't have a chance whenever they're getting hammered in the knees on that first and second down play, and then third down, or you hand it to one of those running backs that can really get after it and get big yardage.
All right, so most likely hand off to Barron, maybe a keeper here by Daniel under center. He'll go ahead and hand it to Barron. He'll try to get the outside. He's trying to get to the edge, the corner, dives to the pylon, and I'll give it to him. Touchdown. 6-yard run there by Caden Barron. Again, one-man wrecking crew. I like Caden Daniel as a player. He's shown some good effort, but this is Caden. This is Carson Daniel. I apologize. This is Caden Barron's team. It goes through him on the offensive side. And if the Wildcats had a chance, it would have had to have been in stopping number 11 today.
Yeah, no doubt. And that's exactly what I saw in film.
Yep.
Everything kind of runs through that kid. He's the kicker. He's the punter. He's the all Blue Devil. And he's not a big kid, but the dude goes 100 miles an hour. And he is a tough, hard-nosed kid that, like I said, will run through you, not around you. And he is not afraid of anything. And that's the MO of the Blue Devils, and he's the perfect kid for this Coach Kuhn's offense and defense.
All right, so extra point is good. It looked like it was off to the left there, but they called it good, and they got a better angle than I do. So they scored a 29-0. Whoever's running the Scoredle for us on their phone or iPad, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and there goes the score right there, so thank you. So 29-0, fourth quarter. 10:37, it's going to be a miracle. I think Wildcats can't get 29 points in one play, so they're going to have to have to go down and score.
I want to see. If they keep, I like getting Max the ball back there in the backfield, but at some point we're going to have to try to get him the ball deep. And if they keep playing the kind of defense that they're playing, that's going to be our best shot to really get back in this ball game. Is something deep down the field to Max Brown, where he can get it in the open and go score a touchdown quick. We're going to have some turnovers, and we're going to, like I said earlier, you're going to have some mistakes by the Blue Devils, and right now they're not making any. Like I said, that first half, there was some bobbles, there was no Cashion bounces, and the Blue Devils, you almost have to play a perfect game against the Blue Devils and let them make some mistakes, especially this year where we're at, and it just hasn't gone our way this game yet. Let's go. Like I said, let's get the ball in the Cashion Wildcats' hands and get a good a long play, something quick, get the ball and get a stop or a turnover and see what we can make of this fourth quarter.
Gilbert lets the ball bounce. He'll get it right around the 15. Keep going. He's got blockers. Ball's loose. Preston Cotter fortunate to fall on that one. And so that one will fall down right around the 31 where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. The lanes, it seems like we've just been too hesitant. It just like,
the lanes are there.
Lanes are there. Blocking's been there, so credit to the special teams for the Wildcats. Every single kickoff return has shaped up really well.
Yeah, and that time Seth I saw what he was doing. He's trying to get behind those blockers, but you almost say you got to go by them and turn on the speed, because what happens there, you slow down and you got that pursuit coming across, and that's what happened, and it knocked the ball out. Luckily, Preston Cotter was there to fall on it.
There you go. So Wildcats, as you said, they go 5 wide. They got to create something here. Back to pass, Acord on the slant to Brown. He'll catch it. Great job there. He'll go down. Nice job there by Brown. A good ball there. Wildcats got to go hurry up here. So 10:24, clock stops as they reset the chains. He's winding it even though they're not ready, but that's okay. So 10:20 here. Wildcats trying to get that first score. 10:16 on the clock. Back to pass. Acord looking for the double move. He's going to roll to his right. Run for the first down, son. He's going to get carried from behind. Carries a defender with him a couple yards. They'll bring up second down at about 7 or 8. Acord will get back to the line. Again, big credit to Preston Cotter, Jackson Vandroff, Camden Maroney, center Caden Seeley, Tommy Branson. Wildcats will be bringing back a couple of linemen next year.
Yeah, that was a good job by those linemen. They were bringing the blitz right up the middle. They were able to stop them and let Chance get around that corner.
Going deep this time is Brown, wide open with the catch, keeps running. And that time he still's good. He keeps it going, a big-time catch. That should stop the clock. So Wildcats with their first big pickup of the night, get it down to about the 16, deepest they've gotten all night into Ringling territory. Great job there by Max Brown running his route. Acord will go ahead and keep it. He's going to try to get the outside, goes nowhere. And that's a give credit to number 22, Hunter Stevens, the outside linebacker, and that'll be officials timeout. Not sure what happened here.
Well, the chains never got set. They're still not even down there, and that's what I don't understand is we saw it in the CHA game what happens when the officials don't let the chains get set. Then everything is thrown off. Here we don't even have still don't even have the chain set from after the catch from Max, and so now it's, I guess, officials timeout maybe, or
yeah, it has to be officials time. Yep, has to be. And you're right. You know that. So you know that's a tough situation. If Cashion would have had a big play, I would have been really bad because that would have slowed down the tempo. Yeah. Wildcats, I think it actually works out for them because it was a quarterback keeper that got no yards. Wildcats can reset here, rethink about it, 2nd and 10, 9-11. Clearly 4-down territory, Chris. Wind's still blowing. It's still cold. We're still here.
Is right here, and I said it, if you keep playing that defense, we're going to have to throw it down the field to Max, and you saw why, because he's good enough to get behind the defensive back. I want to see right here, Chance sit back, maybe hit a couple outs to pick up a first down, but I want to see a shot at the end zone a few times with some slants or some posts across the middle. Or a poach hitch to the corner.
Love it, love it. Wildcats go 2-2. Brown and Cooper Frazee here on the short side. On the wide are the Gilbert twins. Acord in backfield and shotgun. Max Higdon at tight end on the right side.
Kyle Gilbert's going to be wide open on a slant here.
Left side looking for the tunnel. Acord step up in the pocket, trying to find a few lane does. Nice work there by Chance. Chicken salad out of chicken poop. He gets about 2. So with that'll bring up 3rd down. Clock running, 8:50 on the clock, 4th quarter. Wildcats need a miracle here if they want to keep their three-peat hopes alive. Wildcats will stay in that 2-2 look, same formation.
Yeah, right here again, Kyle Gilbert. There's nobody in the middle of the field. If you can just put a move, after going to the outside, cut back to the inside, you'd be wide open in the middle of the end.
They're going to try to get Max Brown matched up one-on-one. Up top, hand up, no catch, a little bit deep. That was another ball that carried out of bounds again. That's a tough.
That wind is coming across the field from right to left. If you're where the Cashion Wildcats are, it's coming from right to left. And man, you got to be able to play that wind right there because you've seen it. Even Carson Daniel threw it earlier, landed out of the bounds about 5 yards.
So all those throws to that side have been tough. Again, Cooper Frazee in shotgun, big down, 4th down. They're looking for Brown again. Coming from the back, he's got a catch, out of bounds, 1st down and goal, Wildcats. Great job there, we've seen that all season. Max Brown on the dig, the hitch, whatever you want to, the comeback, whatever you want to call it. And 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 4-yard line, 5-yard line.
Good job right there, great route by Max Brown. He knew exactly where those sticks were to get that 1st down.
Yeah, smart, you're exactly right, partner. Empty set here again for the Wildcats, 2-2. Frazee in shotgun, actually on the drag, on the jet sweep. Chance Acord keeps it on that one, does not give to Cooper Frazee coming in motion. He'll get 1, and it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. So
I want to see just a quick slant right here to Max. I mean, you've got the kid right on him, but we're so close to that end zone that they're bringing that guy off or going with him. There might be an opening right there for a slant.
Acord will hand it to Frazee up the middle. Is he in? Touchdown, Cashion Wildcats. Cooper Frazee, 5-yard run, and the Wildcats get on the board with 7:44 in the fourth quarter.
And they'll go for 2 here just to get the 8. You got to do it at some point anyway.
Yep.
So get the 8, and then we may see some onsides.
No doubt. No doubt. So if you do the math at home, I mean, they don't have to necessarily go for 2. They could go 14-14 and 16-16.
Do you chase it now or do you chase it later?
In my book, you chase later. You take the points, but it's playoff time. Go for it if you feel hot. Acord back to pass. Right side looking for the comeback. Throws one up across the middle. Falls incomplete. Intended receiver Max Brown. Give credit. Pressure from number 14. That is Cash Rose, defensive end for the Blue Devils. That one will.
A brother like in 2019. Wasn't there a Rose back then?
No, you're thinking of Cash Money. I don't know.
Okay.
It's possible. I'm just familiar with the Johnson brothers. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. I think one's at OBU. 2 more will be joining them. But again, that's a small town. I wouldn't doubt it. It's not a Rose cousin or some kin somewhere.
Maybe I'm thinking something different. Who knows? I've slept a few times since then, and it is cold, and I don't know if I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done, partner. Oh, goodness. We'll keep it going. We love all of our Cashion fans watching from home. I want a big shout-out to all of our fantastic sponsors this year have been phenomenal, making this free of charge for you. You see them in the bottom right corner, and their commercials all season long. We appreciate you. We'll carry that over into basketball season. Wildcats taking on Morrison December 12th, first game. But before that, Cashion Wildcat Cheer will be at Game Day State. That's tomorrow at Moore High School, 9:20. If you didn't come here tonight, get yourself in your car, drive down to Moore, and help out those ladies who do, and the boys as well on the Game Day Cheer.
They've been runner-up or
they've been close.
In so many.
They were first in regionals this year.
Yeah, they're set up, and they did their halftime, or they did their performance at the halftime of the 7th grade basketball boys game last night, and it was awesome. I was pumped up, ready to go that second half, and. It's something to watch if you haven't seen it. Go support those cheerleaders.
Yep.
They work really hard.
They do. Yeah, Coach Williams and Coach Hopgood do a great job and have continued to build a fantastic program. Christensen on for the onside. Looks like it's going to come to our side. It's going to get a couple bounces through the hands, and they better tackle him as Barron will get it. Give credit to Jackson Vandruff with the tackle. They'll try to strip it. They won't, and so it'll be Ringling football here from the 45, and guess who? Number 11 with the ball. You said it. He's not a big guy, right? He's not huge.
He's tough, man.
He's just a tough kid, and that's what Ringling's about, man. That's what they do here in Ringling, Oklahoma. So it'll be 1st and 10, 7:38. We need a 3-and-out or a turnover. We can't allow an extended drive here.
All I know is they're going to run into some teams this year in the playoffs.
Yeah.
If we don't make this miracle comeback, that are going to completely, I think, expose some of the things that they have, because they're not the team that we saw last year. They're not the team that we saw in 2019. They're a good team, but you're going to see some teams like Hominy, maybe Fairview, that are going to really be able to give them some trouble going down.
Cashion, I mean, honestly, I'm not going to make excuses for the Wildcats, but for Coach Shack to have 0 running game to do what he's doing, I mean, with one hand tied behind his back, with low numbers, I mean, it's actually quite commendable. But I think you're right, and this is not a knock on Coach Coons. Credit to them, right? But I agree with you. I think there's going to be other teams that are going to be able to funnel in kids, not have to play Ironman as much,
and you're going to have some teams that can run the ball against
exactly.
them. And when that happens, that passing game, their defensive backs are not that good. I mean, we've been behind them all night long. We just haven't been able to connect with some of the. I think the weather has played a little bit of a part of it, and but I really think. If we could have connected on some of those early on, we had guys running wide open, this ball game would have been a little bit different. And I think teams going down the line in the playoff run for Ringling, they're going to run into Hominy, I believe, and that's going to be a tough.
Well, even
Tonkawa.
Tonkawa
will be a tough out. They were tough last year, and they have a lot of their kids back. And they will be able to run the ball against this defense, I believe.
Yeah, but hey, listen,
every other team in this district from Ringling's district is lost to our district tonight.
Yeah.
So,
All right, so 3rd down and 3, 6:10 on the clock. That'll be handoff to Barron. He'll try to get to that outside right. No holding call. He'll get to the outside. He's going to try to get past Brown. It'll get pushed out of bounds. Looks like it'll be right around the 5-yard line. Tough call there. Preston Cotter on the edge had his jersey pulled. No call there. He's hustling back to the line. Got to give credit. And big shout out to those 7 seniors that have. We have 8 seniors. We have a foreign exchange student. But again, big shout out. These guys have laid it on the field every single game. And Preston.
These guys were huge parts of the back-to-back.
Yep, they were
championships.
That's right.
Well, I mean, you had some of these kids were a big part of the runner-up.
Yep,
year.
2019 year. Yep.
So you had Maroney out there; he played a big part of that. But these kids, we couldn't have had the 2 championships we've had the last 2 years without these boys.
That's right.
And not only what they do on the football field during a game, but these kids that weren't in the ball game a whole lot the years that we had the 2 championship runs, they were on that practice squad,
right?
Given everything they could give to make those starters better, and that is a huge ask of some younger kids, and that's what they did to make those starters better.
Yep.
And so give them credit for those championships, just like the kids that were out there making the plays on Friday night.
Absolutely, totally agree with you. Well stated, Chris, in regards to what they've meant. And so again, Jake Branson, you've got the twins, Seth and Kai Gilbert, Mundell Farms. A little shout out to those guys. Camden Maroney, Preston Cotter, Jackson Vandruff, right? Yeah. Did I miss anybody? I hope I didn't.
Giuliano, but we're just talking about
those kids, yeah.
We're talking about those kids that were there in 2020, 2019, and 2021, and like I said, those boys have battled us, and you said it, played a lot of games and have won a lot more than they have lost.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the effort. Max Brown, did you say Max?
No, Max is a sophomore. Oh, Max Brown. Yeah, Max Brown.
I wish Max Brown was a sophomore.
Number 3, Sean and Sarah are going to come punch me in the face. How could you forget Max Brown? Just been phenomenal. He's had an amazing year. Yeah. I think close to 1,400 yards receiving. This year's had some great runs. Under center here, it'll be handoff to the fullback, number 10. In the backfield is tackle. He's trying to get to the line. He'll be stopped short. Give credit to Seth Gilbert there. And so number 10, that is I don't have
think we have him on.
No, we don't. He's coming in a couple times, but again, that's Rance Wilson, not Rain Wilson from The Office. So 2nd and goal here for the Blue Devils. Most likely under center will be Carson Daniel. Let's see if they run that wedge. Maybe they'll try to give the ball to somebody else. Maybe a situation where this is most likely a wedge up the middle. See what happens here. Maybe a quick handoff to Barron.
Or roll out.
Oh, I hope not. No, if he hand off to Barron, he'll get close. The ball is loose. They're gonna give him the touchdown though. Duck Dynasty over there.
He was calling touchdown before the kid even got the ball in his hands. But I think he did get it over before Jackson Vanderbilt looked like he picked him up and
suplexed him. Yeah. So. So that'll move it to 35-6 here. So with 5:15 left, I know we don't have a clock there. Whoever's running Squirtle for us, please add those points. Really appreciate it. I can't do it because I've got mittens on there. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Or ma'am out there. Most likely Mr. Tishner. I think Tishner's got that phone working. But whoever it is, big thanks to you. So they tack on another one. They get the ball right around I get the midfield. The kick is good after the onside kick. So they got about 50 yards. After the onside kick attempt is no good. Big run again. And we guess who Caden Barron was the guy. He's probably close to 200 yards rushing on the night. And that'll move the score to 36-6 as the Wildcats will be set to return here with 5:15 left in the game.
We talked about the cheerleading team going to state. We got another team going to state next week. Is the junior high shooting team. They won I think maybe it's regionals.
Yep.
They won the regional. Garrett McKeever's on that team. He's up here right
and
next
Derek
to
Shaline. Derek Shaline is the senior. He's on the high school team, and he qualified for state as well, right?
I think he got 4th overall in the senior division, and he'll be going to the state shoot.
Derek, you know what? Derek does it all. He needs to come out and play football.
I mean,
come on, tough kid. He's a big-time baseball player. Go out there, shoot some guns. Come on, play some football.
That shooting sport is an awesome thing that Miss Drake and the.
Do you know who's mad? Do you know who's mad about that?
Who's mad?
One Alex Nabavi. He goes, "Well, we couldn't have shooting when I was in school." You were talking about golf, all the things he lettered in. He would have loved to have gotten a.
I can promise you this: if Braxton Green was still out, he would have been mad too, because I can remember them talking to Miss Drake trying to get something going like that when he was in school. And,
I love it.
But yeah, man. But these kids, that's something that Maddox is looking forward to next year, to get maybe have a chance to jump on.
Yeah.
But this 8th grade group has kind of been the first group to really take it and run with it, and they've done a great job. And I'm excited to see
Another feather in Mrs. Drake's cap. She's done an amazing job.
She is a all-star ag teacher, and she actually had a whole group of kids from OSU come out and tour our facilities and show them, kind of how she's got stuff set up. And she is a great a person and an asset for Cashion Wildcats to have at their school, and we really, really appreciate all she does.
So high onside. That one is caught by Preston Cotter on the ground. Preston, you got to catch it in the air, brother. But Preston, again, you want to talk about an amazing athlete. Again, phenomenal baseball player. The kid, if he wanted to play basketball, I wish he'd come out.
I thought somebody told me he might try.
I'd love. I know Jackson's going to be out there. He's going to be a big key to that Cashion run this year. Try to get back to the state tournament. Acord back to pass. Empty backfield. He's going to roll to his right, come back. Intended receiver was Kai Gilbert, out of his hands and out of the hands of a couple of Ringling Blue Devils, thankfully falling incomplete, or that might have been it. And partner, I literally cannot talk. I cannot move my mouth. I think a lot of you all probably would love the fact to stick Nemo in the freezer, because I'm having difficulty talking. But so with 5:07, the clock stops. I'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Wildcats down 30.
Yeah, we were talking about it, I think, halftime or maybe in between quarters or something, but we were talking about how, Cashion Wildcats have had huge success on the football field, just like Ringling has. But you asked me, does Ringling even play basketball or baseball? Because you don't hear anything about them in those.
Well, we've been to state. We haven't seen them.
But the Cashion Wildcats are there consistently on almost every sport. And then we're just talking about the shooting team going to state, talking about the cheerleaders going to state. Cashion Wildcats, if you are from the outside looking in, you just don't understand how much work that our kids put
in. And let me stop you right there. Let me stop you there. There was a comment made earlier by a Ringling fan talking about the fact that we have a lot of money. Money doesn't buy you championships. Go ask Broken Arrow how many championships they have. You just said it. It's the work ethic, and with a school of 180 kids playing multiple sports, it's the work that they do in the off seasons and around all the other sports. That it's not a fluke that you have teams the last 3 or 4 years that have been state qualifiers in basketball, baseball, and as well as with football, obviously state champions. You have the track team that's won a state title, that's been back to state several times, right? Softball going to regionals, etc. So state qualifiers individually in 11 different sports at Cashion. Acord back to pass, finds Gilbert again. Gilbert's been the man of the hour, had a big first down reception, came back, nice little run, comes back, gets that first down after the holding call, negates a big time pass. And so with that, the Wildcats moving, 4:35 running clock here, right around the 42-yard line. We're trying to find a little positivity in what's been a tough night for the Wildcats. We obviously have a lot of pride. 2-man rush for the Devils, everyone in coverage. Intended receiver left up high, leaving my man out to dry. Seth Gilbert goes up. He's been fantastic today. Chance let that one go. And this is what you're going to see right now from Coach Coons. He's going to rush 2 or 3, and he's basically going to say, we'll dare you to throw it underneath and try to work it down 5 yards at a time.
Go ahead and do it. Right now in this position, just get what you can get. Get down there, maybe try to put one more on the board before this game is over.
2-man rush coming back. Catch by Brown. Nice job in traffic. He'll get out of bounds. They'll stop it nicely. Well done. Smart play by the senior, Max Brown.
And that was a great catch.
It was. Fighting off number 2. No pass interference call as it was 10 yards past, and Max Brown had number 2 on his back. He shed him, got the catch. Wildcats will set back up. 4:05 on the clock, running clock here. Fourth quarter, trying to get another score here in the fourth quarter.
Right here.
Brown looking to go deep, coming back underneath him. Max Higdon with the catch. Get out of bounds, son. He does. So Max Higdon with the second catch of the night. Max, a former Ringling area kid.
Well, okay. Yeah, well, you're going to see Max catch a lot of balls next year, I think.
Yep.
From Chance Acord. You're going to see Cooper Frazee catch a lot
Yep.
of balls. From,
I agree.
Chance
I agree.
Acord next year.
I agree. And maybe a Carson Gump, a couple guys out there coming through. So clock running, 3:50. Actually stopped, 3:51. Wildcats to the 30-yard line. Acord back to pass. Looking for Brown across the middle. He's got to get rid of it. He's going to go down. Cannot take a sack in this situation. Let's see if Coach Shack calls a timeout. I don't know if he's going to wipe the weight flag, but this is a situation where hopefully Chance can learn. Chance can learn maybe into next year. You cannot take a sack in these situations. Got to let it go. He had Brown running, maybe throw this one out of bounds. So clock runs. I know
and right there, I'd love to see him just throw it up to Max in that situation.
Back of the
end zone and just give him a shot to make a play.
Acord back to pass again, coming back inside to Gilbert on that zone read, and we're going to have another flag. This one looks like came to Maroney as number 54 has his hands up. Let's see what the call is. This came from the umpire, so it's most likely looking back at the line. It won't be a legal man downfield.
It's going to be something.
Maybe a defensive holding. I don't know, but it's right at where the line of scrimmage was at.
They're going to pull us back.
So we'll have personal foul. So it wasn't unsportsmanlike. It was personal foul. So this is going to be a 15-yard mark off from where the catch was made, or the end of the play. Extra little giddy up step on that yardage there by that umpire. So hey man, listen, it's still Humber television. It kind of extended there. He's a tall dude. He doesn't need to step it off like that. We've got a lot of extra whistles here.
What are we doing?
I mean, we have a bunch of inadvertent whistles. Okay, yeah, the umpire is saying there was no substitution, so the clock runs. I don't understand what that it was an inadvertent whistle again.
Just let the play clock run down.
Acord looking for Brown, not there. We'll keep it. We'll pump. Needs to get out of bounds. We'll take a bunch of hits. Clock will continue to run. Needs to get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Try to get in the end zone here at the end of this game. You want to stop that clock. But good hard run right there by Chance.
Absolutely. He's shown his toughness.
Pump fake and then run and try to run somebody over there.
So fourth down, 4th and 10. It gets to the original line of scrimmage. Do or die here for the Wildcats. Clock running 2:30. Empty backfield. Max Higdon, the tight end. Looking for Brown on the corner route. Big catch. Brown will step out of bounds. And what can you say about what Max Brown this year? Just another phenomenal catch. Great ball by Acord. The Wildcats have first down and 10 from the 10.
Yeah, no doubt. Just Max has been the guy that we said all year long is going to have to kind of carry this Cashion Wildcat team just because, I mean, the kid is super fast. He's a tough runner and can kind of do it all and be that senior leader that we need, and he's done a great job this year for the Cashion Wildcats.
Blitz is on. Acord looking for Max Higdon on the release or arrow. I'm sure Nick Nababio will make fun of me because I made the call wrong, but it was intended for Max Higdon out there on the edge, on the out. If the ball's anywhere near the Max, I think he has a chance to walk into the end zone. But give credit to the Ringling pressure. They dialed it up and brought it from all corners. Clock stops, 2:15, play clock at 20. Wildcats sitting at 2nd and goal from the 10. Trips left formation. Kai Gilbert by himself. Outside pressure, lets it go. Corner route, Gilbert, touchdown! Cashion Wildcats, man of the day, man of the night. Seth Gilbert on a 10-yard reception and touchdown. The Wildcats put another on the board.
Yeah, Seth has had a great game tonight. Chris Brout's sure-handed, and he's rewarded right there with the big touchdown right here at the end of this game. And we're going to go for 2 here. You got to go for 2. You might as well put more points on the board. But good job there by Chance to find Seth, and Seth to go up strong and bring that down for the Cashion Wildcat touchdown.
Wildcats going for 2. Again, another empty set. Acord will step up in the pocket, keep his feet, loose ball. And that will be can't advance a fumble, or it doesn't matter. So that's dead ball, and that'll be it. So Wildcats unsuccessful in the 2-point conversion again, stuck at 12. And so with 2:10 left here, first round playoffs 2022, the Wildcats will have to rally, look to get maybe an onside kick opportunity here as they're down 24 points.
Yeah, and just looking back over the 4 seasons that we have done Cashion Wildcat TV, we have done 15 games one season, 16 games the next, 15 games the next, and this year, looks like we're going to be cut short to 11. But, we've done more games in 4 years than a lot of teams play in 5 or 6 years total, So great run by these. We started when these kids were freshmen.
Yep, that's right.
And
that's right.
So
Chris,
we've kind of seen these kids. Whenever I started doing this, I didn't know a whole lot of the kids in high school just because Maddox was a little bit younger. You knew them all.
I coached them. I coached them.
You've got kids in every one of these classes.
Yeah.
But man, I've kind of watched these kids grow up, and and you talk about hardworking kids that are just great leaders, great people, great role models for our younger kids to look up to. I sure appreciate, and I hope, I don't know if any of these kids will go back and watch, but I want to say thanks to all these seniors for really being the kind of kid that I want my kids to grow up being. I want Maddox to be as he gets into high school, and I want him to really have the work ethic and the great character that all these kids have as seniors. And like I said, I've seen these kids. We've called every one of their games since they were freshmen, and I appreciate all the hard work, and it's been fun calling these boys games all through.
Amen. 1:57 on the clock, and that's an opportunity for us to say thanks to some great kids that have been with us all season. Mark Parrott, who's frozen his tail off today as well. Gage Beddick and Colton Niemeyer on the field camera, as you got their view right now. They've been just great kids, good attitudes, phenomenal, sports about this. We've bossed them around quite a bit, but they smile and say, "Yes, sir, Mr. Gibson. Yes, sir, Mr. Nabavi," and they've been fantastic this whole season. We're going to miss them as they go on to graduate. They've got basketball season coming up with those guys, but we want a big shout out to those guys, and we want to say thanks to our administration. Again, big shout out to Coach Hardaway and Coach Shack for making this a possibility, and our board. Chris, you sit on the board, giving us what we need to make this happen. So really, really appreciate it very, very much, and appreciate you guys joining us all season long. It's going to be cut short. We're not going to probably have the same numbers that we've had in the past based on the fact of less games, but you guys have been great and very supportive of the Cashion Wildcats. We're not done. We'll have
and that's the thing is, like, I was talking about these seniors kind of saying bye to them, but there's going to be some great basketball.
Yep.
Baseball season is going to be awesome.
Hey, hold up. Before you go, I'm going to tell you, I know we lost 8 seniors on that basketball team.
Yeah.
I know that. I'm letting you know right now, don't let this basketball team for both the boys and girls sneak up on you.
Yep.
Be ready to see some good basketball from both with Coach Taylor and Coach Hardaway. They're going to have new kids, but it's going to be a different look. And it's going to be a completely different opportunity to see the Wildcats succeed.
You're going to have a lot of kids that can shoot the ball, and then you're going to have some size with Vandruff and
Schaefer. Yeah. Maybe if Preston Cotter wants to come
out there, get some. You have a lot of size.
I'll take it. But. That'll be it here. So Wildcat season does come to an end. I'm crying inside. I'm frozen inside, but I'm crying inside. This is really hard for me to be halfway optimistic and positive in the situation, as I hate to lose. I know, Chris, you're the same way, but give credit to Coach Coons and the Ringling Blue Devils. They're winners here, 36-12. They'll be moving on to take on the winner of Walters and Burns Flat.
I think Walters was up.
The Cashion Wildcats will end the season 4-7. Not Cashion-like 4-7, but certainly, nothing to hang your head out. Big wins in the past, and give credit to again the Ringling Blue Devils as they will be moving on to the next round. Chris, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. You're my BFF. You see me at my worst, and when I have anxiety and I'm mad and upset, you calm me down. You get me spirited in the right way. Everybody needs a Chris Gibson in their life to make things righted and centered, to see the good in the Lord and the people around you. You do that. You walk in Christ. I see it every single day. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you and do this with you and watch these kids grow. Thank you, and really, making this just a fun part of what we do to support Cashion Wildcats.
Well, Nima, I appreciate that, and like I've said it all year long. I really said it. I think that first game was like, guys, if you don't understand everything that goes into this, you should. If Nima put a time clock on how many hours he pours into this Cashion Wildcat TV. He would be a rich man if they paid him.
I'm already rich. It's okay. Man, it's my way to give back.
We sure appreciate all the hard work that you do, and not only for football, but for basketball, baseball.
Softball was a good run this year. We had a great run this year in softball.
And us, we dropped the ball today on the Veterans Day program. And I'm sorry, everybody, that didn't get on there, but we'll do better. We'll try to help Ms. Carnes out and the group there at the school.
We are transitioning. This is where sometimes, you're letting this, some folks. Great job, Gage. Appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. Good luck in basketball. But there's times and places where Chris and I can't break away from work, and we got to pay the bills. And there's times where there's a learning curve with what's happening at the school and stuff. But we appreciate you guys. I think we're going to get that one on the air somehow back ended as we get. I think Ms. Carnes was able to get that recorded. But again, as the team huddles here. Again, a big shout out to those seniors. We've talked about them over and over again. I don't want to, and then also our senior cheerleaders and our band. Again, this is a community. It's going to be hard getting in the car. There's going to be a lot of tears tonight. These Wildcats are used to leaving the last game winners. This is going to be a tough one, but hopefully this will help them fuel them, help them appreciate the victories they've had in the past, and as they grow into adults going to college next year, they can continue to have those reunions and be happy and think good thoughts about their experiences here. And there's nothing better than playing on a Friday night in Oklahoma. I'm telling you, man.
No doubt. I grew up in Texas playing Friday
Well, I know.
Yeah. But I love it. The school I went to was a little bit bigger than Cashion, but man, there's nothing like Cashion Friday nights with the little kids playing the football, and at halftime they go out there and play football in the middle of the field, and we love Cashion, and my family loves Cashion, and we would not want to live anywhere else in America.
Yeah, greatest community, and again, there's a lot of swag and a lot of glitz, but behind all of it, there's a lot of hard work and effort that's made by everyone involved, and so nothing is bought; it's earned here in Oklahoma, and Cashion Wildcats are certainly, an example of that. So, on behalf again of the Cashion Wildcat football team, they do fall tonight, 36-12. The season ends 4-7. We're not done. Good luck to the cheerleaders tomorrow at 9:20. The FFA squad going to state in terms of rifle and skeet, and then of course basketball season will be picking back up. Catch us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as we'll be following all of our sports going into the winter months. December 12th, first game at home against Morrison. So for my man, Chris Gibson, I'm Nima Nabavi. For our homeboy, Drew Baker out there, we love you. We miss you. For all of our fantastic sponsors and friends and everyone out there, thank you so much for supporting us. We love all the pats on the back and the hugs and the high fives. We love our community just like you do. And so I'm Nima Nabavi. We appreciate you all. Go Cats and God bless.
You back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.